nerd. Fuck you.
Tal, this is not a time for an
That's
oh
not-
shit
okay.
moment. We're literally
Anyone can, so
starting.
That's just fact.
I'm going straight into it. I don't have time for this. Hey, chat.
No thanks.
And it still says waiting for penumbra. I think it's. Oh no, there we are. Hello.
And
this
that's
is-
when I said,
No.
that's not a cake, that's a cream pie.
Thank you, Lorian. We're starting off strong. Don't say late number strikes again. This is not my fault. Hey, Chaos. Thank you for the 7 months.
Guys, it was his
Oh
fault.
my
He was
God.
fucking around with audio levels.
It was not my fault.
He
I was here half an hour ago. Blame Tao.
You
He
weren't.
reset his.
You were here 20.
Me too.
He
Lorian's
reset.
still
his-
lotioning up her butt, so
Not my butt, I didn't get there yet, I'm on my
Okay.
abs.
all right.
Lorian is playing Subway Surfer still. Give her 2 minutes.
Oh, oh no. I'm
Chat.
gonna find myself looking at it. No, I need to find something. I need a PNG over it. Can you just move the logo over it, please, Ben?
Bro, if you think I'm gonna
God.
change shit live and risk breaking this entire weirdly configured setup, you're wrong. I barely get the shit working.
configured.
Well,
Four people.
I barely get the shit working enough as it. Look, there's like 50 things going on here. I don't have time for that.
There's pills for that.
Is there?
Oh,
What?
Pills
Are
for
we talking-
everything
I-
nowadays.
I missed the entire first part of that conversation. What happened?
Did you just jump in with there's pills for that?
You said it wasn't working, so
You just assume there's a pill for it. If your
I
computer's
wish there
not
were
working.
tech working pills. I would take them every day. I'd fucking shoot that shit.
talking about Viagra.
You just snort it and
Um,
your computer just gets 10% better.
Yeah, exactly.
Your OBS works reliably. Like, oh my god.
It's like a fucking cyberpunk buff.
Pretty much is what net running is.
I've never played cyberpunk.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, it's great.
I just guessed
Like, I
based
don't
on
have
the
enough
name.
processing. Can I borrow my brain's processor?
Bro, that'd be so sick. Except my brain's kind of slow. Oh, so
Yeah,
hi
until
chat.
get
How
a
you
boot
going?
loop.
How is
Hi,
everyone?
chat.
Considering how fast a computer can do 5 times 5 compared to how I could do 5 times 5, maybe it wouldn't make it that much faster.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. When's the last time I actually did math? Ugh. Disgusting. I haven't been in school since I was like 10.
Who's math? Is she hot?
God, I hope
No?
so. So why else would everybody be
You'd
doing it?
Stacked.
I know she's
She's
hard.
stacked, yeah.
Your guys' math class was a lot more interesting than mine.
She's
Yeah,
got really
to-
good curves too.
Oh my god.
To be fair, in my maths class, we got drunk a few times.
As like part of the
Damn,
lesson,
babe,
or is
what's
the
the volume of those titties? Sorry, no,
Oh,
continue,
for
continue. Continue. No, I'm taking that one back. I'm sorry.
It's
Yeah,
rescinding.
escape from the math puns page, Lori. Okay, please.
I would like to
Knowledge drops
unsubscribe.
Don't, baby. That's why they're bad.
Unsubscribe from math facts, please.
Also, so welcome, chat. Welcome back, Lorian and Dashie, who's not been with us. for-
Don't welcome me back. I don't
month.
know.
You've been gone for a month.
You,
I'm
you
not
have
here
been
yet.
on a journey.
Lamau.
I was on a journey. I've yet to find myself. I try to find myself every night. It doesn't work.
Oh, I find it every night.
Shush.
You need to use multiple
Yeah.
hands, I think.
Chat, this is
She
to
finds
make up
mine
for all
every
the
night.
shop
I
talk.
see.
It's true. No, last stream was just me, Tao, and
Just
Evan
you and
talking
Ev-
about.
No. It was you and
You were
Evan.
there.
I was there, yeah.
We
I
were
was definitely there.
talking about fucking YouTube analytics. So
You two were talking about you.
we're hard pivoting into 18 plus content.
Dash, you would have fallen
Oh, right
asleep.
now?
You
Oh
genuinely
shit.
would. Oh, fuck.
No, that was a joke.
Brace. Brace.
Oh, okay.
I need like the
What would I have
emergency
done?
button.
Pivot.
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 Not a friend reference in the year of our Lord 2023.
Dude, they're bringing it back, aren't they?
What?
Oh God, I hope not.
All the actors are like 50 million years old. What do you mean?
I mean, unironically, a show about friends that have stayed friends from 20 to 50 sounds pretty cool, but I don't like Friends, so I'm not really.
More of a
It-
fantasy fantasy story than anything, really.
Fantasy. I love fantasy.
Don't do math, do meth instead.
Don't do meth.
Also, hi guys, fuck you,
What,
Pen.
excuse me?
If you need me, I'll be on Rose's
Micro's
server.
one of my mod. He says don't do math, do meth instead. But both are like liable to fuck you
Ah.
up.
Hey, Lori. You tweeted out the ninja.
Did you actually?
I went to go like retweet something. Said somebody.
Wait, that's hilarious.
Oh my god.
So
That's fucking.
delete that shit now.
It's deleted?
That's fucking funny. I mean, they can't do anything with it. It's literally just instead of
Oh,
watching.
Yeah,
the-
they could.
Are
They
you
could just
sure?
Yeah,
they
yeah,
could
yeah.
just see what like Pen sees.
Literally.
Oh,
Oh,
Okay.
No.
Contact Chloe at base camp and then triangulate my position from where the data is going through the slipstream into the virus.
if you think any of our viewers are smart enough to do that, you are vastly overestimating them. It just means they'll be just watching your screen instead of the entire screen, which might actually be a better
Imagine just
choice.
watching. Just
No
just completely
audio,
muted.
no audio, no discussions. It's
No
just
audio.
Lorian and Subway Surfers.
All right, I thought it was
Sounds like a great time.
control
That
and
sounds like a good
that.
time, honestly. We wouldn't have to listen to Tao anymore.
Wow.
Lori doesn't like Friends. No, I don't like the show Friends. I love my friends.
Wow, she hates this shit.
Wow. Rude.
My sisters watch the show Friends a lot. I think I grew up
I
in
thought you were gonna say your sisters watch this podcast.
No. You think
Imagine.
my sister asked to see my play button the other day, and I was like, no.
That sounds
have a
worse. I don't know
play
why.
button? Oh
'Cause-
yeah, 100k subscribers. Wow.
Yeah, because she wanted to see it, and I was like, it has my name on it, and I'd rather not, because then she may actually turn up to one of these podcasts, and I don't think I could
That
handle
would
that.
be so funny.
I don't think I could
Yeah,
deal.
no, I would quit so fast if my family found
I don't think I could deal with
I'm
that.
done.
You know, so I'm waiting.
Didn't
unt-
you
Hmm?
Didn't you? It's on the tip of my tongue. Didn't you like promise to do something? at
No,
100K?
nah, that never happened.
Yeah, I think he promised to do something, Lauren.
Wait, what did he promise? To
I think
do,
I
Chad? Do you
promised to
remember what-
delete my channel, if I remember correctly. Let me just get on that,
I don't
actually.
think that was it. I don't know.
How
It was
easy
something
is
about like chests or something, like magical chest, or was it?
it? I was going to play
you
Dark
were
Souls.
gonna play chess with viewers, something like that.
No, it was like
yeah.
a tier list with chests.
Oh, ranking the chess pieces based on how
yeah,
meta
yeah,
they
that
are,
was, yeah.
or
Yeah, hang on.
Hmm.
Manage
The
chat.
tier list with false art. Yes, no, that's what false is coming on for.
No, that's not. I'm going to be on his channel. He's not coming on here.
Oh, are you?
And then we're going to switch it. at some
Not even
point.
getting that clout. Jesus.
What are you guys doing?
I think we're doing a tier list. I'm not fine. I think False might be dead. False just released a 67-minute video on YouTube, so I think he might be actually in a coma.
Oh God, what happened?
Just,
like
Oh,
VTuber
just
news, right?
VTuber drama. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fine.
67 minutes of VTuber news.
It
Not
was
that
on-
Interesting.
It was on
It
one
was on one
topic.
What? Did someone get canceled? Was
a
it
whole
that?
a
a whole
whole
company.
agency got
Yeah.
kind of cancelled. It was wild. It was kind of funny. It's kind of not, but it was kind of. But this is why I leave long form content to Falls, because some shit happens and I'm like, I could cover that entirely, or I could wait like a week and Falls will have a video up.
Oh,
I could not do news. I can't stay unbiased. I'm gonna be real.
Oh, yeah,
I can
you'd
see
fit,
that. I can see
you'd
that.
fit right
Same
in.
here. Like, what the fuck? Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
I-
no,
I'd
that'd be
kick
perfect.
down
You
the
could
door on the news station, just be like, "Y'all hear what these motherfuckers did? Y'all hear?
Oh my
I'm
god,
not-
you could.
I'm
The
not-
nerve.
Lauren, can you please become like the Alex Jones of VTuber?
oh my god,
Oh
no.
my god.
Is it crazy that this is not the first time I've been suggested that or came up with this
Seriously?
idea?
It's your calling, bro. Do it.
Hololive are all lizards.
They're putting chemicals in the gamer subs to turn the VTubers gay. You heard it here first, bro.
No, they're turning the VTubers straight. That's
Oh
the
god, that
issue.
would be worse. The entire community would cease to function.
My idea was to be Alex Jones, but on the opposite side of the political spectrum. The problem with doing it is I don't know if people would get it as a joke. That was
Well, that's the point. That's the
I
point.
wish.
Oh, is she? Isn't she? Yes.
When?
Hmm.
My arms.
Is to become that guy.
Not
But
that,
no, I can
you're
see
not
you,
that
and
guy
then
at
you'd be
all.
like, "What? Who? Me? I'm innocent. Look at my ass and distraction." Ooh.
Ooh,
Yeah, you know?
I'm so wholesome. Look at all my holes.
Yeah, exactly.
That is true. That is
See, you
one
were born
thing
for
Alex
this.
Jones definitely can't do. Well, I'd
I
hope
have to
not.
Probably-
make my eyes not do this, so you might see some stuff on my screen. Shut up.
Same.
Also, as an actor, I'd probably research a lot of Alex Jones, and I don't think I want to do that.
No,
yeah, that would be.
The only thing I think of when I hear Alex Jones is that fucking clip of him like chasing a random guy in the street.
Oh, yeah.
You're not an intellectual, you're a coward. And then he just fucking like starts sprinting at him full pace. That man is a meme.
He is, and I really wish it was a parody.
The thing is, as
Like,
a
yeah, sometimes
non-American, I
you
can
think
kind
it's
of.
like, is this real for real? And we just honestly was. Sometimes I think all of it was just.
I don't know, man. All American
It was all
a
politics seems
dream.
kind of like a meme to me. I look over the pond and I'm like,
Yeah.
dang.
It's unfortunately more of a meme than I'd like to admit.
British politics is just boring. I don't even
Bro,
know.
I
who the
don't know.
Prime Minister is.
I don't know
Yeah,
our prime
fucking-
minister is. I don't fucking care either.
It changes every other week. let's
Gonna
be
be honest,
honest.
I think I would take boring to what we have now. I don't know.
I don't know. I think the British government is just as bad. It's just that the British populace is like, fuck, man, I could not care less.
Yeah.
Like, that's the only difference. Every time you speak to like an American about politics, they're like, yes, I have very strong opinions. And then you speak to someone in Britain, they're like, bro, I don't know who the fuck is in charge.
I want to live there. Jeez.
Well, it's not great because the government is still doing dumb shit. It's just nobody cares.
Just no one knows. Yeah, what dumb shit.
Hey,
Remember
Basil,
that time
how
he
you
fucked
doing?
a pig? Oh.
Oh, that Black Mirror episode was wild.
No, no,
Oh.
that what? No, the real one.
Wait, that was based on a real thing?
No. The guy wrote that story, and then like a year later, it came out that the prime minister at the time actually had done that.
What?
No.
Huh?
What?
Yeah, he like back in college, he'd like fucked a pig's head or something.
That is some weird predictive.
wow.
Yep.
Yeah,
Huh.
I
Yep.
haven't seen the episode, but I do know the premise of that first episode.
What a wo-
A head or like a pig.
In the show, like he fucked an
It was a-
actual pig, but
Right.
in real life, he fucked like a pig's
Look,
head.
sometimes a man's got to do what a man's got to do to get some head,
Oh.
alright? Like,
Hen, right?
Oh my god. You are
Bye guys.
such a
It
swine.
was a good run. Bye.
Uh,
Who
Oh my
knew
God.
it would
Come on,
be
come on,
penned
pig-
with this
pig
texture?
I
puns.
don't know. I gotta be
Guys,
on the
pig-
aggressive
pig,
ones.
pig puns. What a pig.
Got him.
Oh my god, the
Wow.
fucking.
I never would have thought of that one.
Bro, that like, if you're writing an episode to get people into your show, having the first episode be pig fucking is definitely a choice. Like,
I
Very
mean-
bold. It worked.
I mean,
I mean,
clearly
you
it
would need
brings
to
home the
ham it up,
bacon.
really.
Yeah, it brings home the bacon. Really, like.
Ah!
can we not have this episode
That's
just
good,
be pig?
that's good.
We've already ran out. Like,
We have. Ken gets cancelled again. What did you
I
get
hope-
cancelled for
When did you
again?
get this
I
one?
hope someone got the cops involved. Wait a
Yeah.
minute.
you can't
Oh,
really cancel
fuck.
me.
What?
I was never uncancelled.
Anyway,
Fine boom, fine boom.
anyway,
Wasn't hoping just that. Yeah, I think that makes it worse. Wait, does that make it worse? I'm not sure in the
I
morality.
mean, it's necrophilia and
Yeah, but at least it's not a living
zoophilia.
thing, you know? I feel like necrophilia.
I mean, I don't think the pig sees it that way, but
well, the pig
on
is
today's
dead.
episode,
If
the
it's just
ethics
the
of
head.
bestiality. Here we go.
Okay, no,
Yeah,
it's
it's
not.
just the
It's
head.
not
I
the
think
ethics of
remember talking about just the
bestiality.
head,
It's the ethics
right?
of bestiality
Yeah.
versus necrophilia bestiality. Okay, it's a very nuanced discussion.
oh, on a
I mean, and it's not
VTuber
even,
news
you don't
channel.
even have to sit there and worry about teeth. It's tusks, or I guess.
Oh.
I wasn't talking about it from like a fucking pleasure perspective. It was more of the
Oh my
moral.
god. Neither was I. I'm just trying to see differences.
I wasn't rating. I
Stop
wasn't.
judging me, my pigness. I don't know.
I wasn't gonna
Oh, look, a
give it a
member.
review on Pornhub. Be like, 4 out of 10, too
Oh
many
my
teeth.
God.
Too many tests.
I think I need a lawyer. I don't think any lawyer would touch me with a 10-foot pole.
Southside Slider,
Dude,
thank you for the
Get
membership.
the
Say hi.
Accio lawyer. He seems pretty good.
Oh my god. Yeah, thanks later for the 7 months. That's far too long to be a member. Like, have you considered doing something else with your money? Like, anything.
With
Like
your life.
giving it to me.
Don't poach my
Oh
fucking
my god, you're
members.
so ungrateful. I can't. Meanwhile, I'm like, yay, shaking everything I can
They like it. I have
for
to.
$1.
I
Damn, I'm
insult
sad.
them. It's what they pay for.
Meanwhile, I'm like, I've almost got 300 followers on
Tao,
Twitter.
maybe if you did
Let's
anything
go.
ever.
I
I have
make a
told you
podcast.
to
Shut the
start
fuck
your
up.
goddamn channel already.
I'm waiting for my model.
He's too busy doing
Bro,
stuff for you, okay? For
Tao-
free while you lay back.
When's the last time Tao did anything for me?
Literally right now, as we speak.
I will kick
I
him
mean,
off this
Tao is
podcast and we will
kinda
be
the
better
one that
for
got
it.
me on the stream today.
Yeah, and look
I
how
mean,
that turned out.
Girl
Who
boss.
commissioned
We're already-
the logo?
Yeah, I
Who
should have done
didn't
that.
name it something stupid?
We should have called it Vetism. I still stand by that.
You're
still an idiot. You stood in the
No.
way
I've got
of
a worse
greatness.
title because it's a podchism, so Vetism speaks.
What? What? Didn't even get that one.
Oh, there's an organization called Autism Speaks in the U.S. They're really bad.
Oh.
They're a bad organization.
Oh yeah, I mean I could have told you that from the fucking name.
Yeah, I mean we let
Mhm.
Penn speak and that's bad enough.
Yeah, look how that
Listen.
turned out. I still say we should have got it Vtism. We're gonna have this
I
argument.
think you're
You
an
called
idiot.
it Vtism the other day in VC by
That's
mistake.
the-
by
oh my
accident.
gosh.
That was
Yeah,
fucking
maybe
funny.
Vtism
Only
could
thing we're
be
ever
like-
going to talk about this in this podcast is we should have.
We should have.
That's what
That
it
should
should
be
be
the name.
called.
That
Should
should
have called
be
it.
Should have been Vitas.
naming regret the podcast. We should every episode we
Maybe,
just bring up another thing we should have named it instead of this.
Yeah.
and discuss for 3 hours.
Maybe we should Vtism could be one of your arcs, like Diamond Crusaders could be
Oh my
like
god.
Oshi Talks.
Yeah,
Vtism
season
arc.
2.
The
Season
season
two
2
coming soon.
Vtism, yeah. God, I love that JoJo arc.
Vitas.
When JoJo came out as autistic, man, that was so brave.
It was
So brave.
snaps, cinema.
Snaps. Where am I? Like,
You have to say the word snap. You could just snap your finger.
No, you
Oh.
have to be like snaps.
Onomatopoeia.
Snaps.
okay, when do
Rebranding.
you use snaps? Is it golf or is it poetry? Or when
Poetry. Wait, what?
We have a
Yeah.
specific gulp clap for golf.
Okay, yes.
But-
But like the snaps, is it
Yeah,
during like slam poetry?
it's slam poetry.
Okay.
Slam poetry is
Did you
just
not know
like
this, Penumbral?
well, it's just like slow rap battles, isn't it? If I remember correctly.
But that was cute.
There's no competition. You just lay it all on the field. It's just about burying your heart and just just being an art hoe on stage.
Why is it called slam then? Who are you slamming and why?
Don't.
That's very true, actually. Yeah,
I don't
I
know
kind
why
of-
it's called
confusing.
slam poetry.
I kind of always
Because
just assumed it was like a rap battle where people are going up and trying to insult each other, but like
It's a rap
Slowly.
battle for like people that
It's
go
like
to
the
college and like.
opposite of a rap.
like,
battle.
college.
it's a rap battle for liberal arts majors, really.
Yeah.
and bongos.
It's a rap battle for the kids that like thought drinking soda made them really, really cool. As opposed to,
I'm sorry. What?
do you never have those
Just
people
not.
when you were a kid? Got it.
No,
what?
we live in America. We the soda faucets. We hook that up to the children to feed them. That's how we do
You
that.
just gotta inject sucrose straight into their veins.
Just-
Exactly. They need to build up an immunity to all the fucking shit
And corn
processed shit we
syrup.
put in their food.
No, like when the doctor's supposed to like slap your ass so you can cry. No, we get an
What?
IV of Mountain Dew.
I
Yeah,
remember
yeah.
seeing that in like one of the shows on like Nickelodeon as a kid, and I never understood that.
What,
was-
slapping a baby?
Yeah, what show was it? It was like this weird show where there was like a purple baby and like a
Purple.
what?
Thanos?
It was basically What the fuck was that show named?
What?
It was like two kids. One of them was like purple, and one of them was like, yeah. I'm having like a flashback. I haven't thought
Okay,
of the
is
show.
it animated?
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
is it like
well,
makeup?
they didn't have like an actual purple baby.
Purple
No,
child.
like you know how there's
I
makeup. Shut
can't
up.
tell.
Hang on.
I don't know what you're talking
Purple
about. Keep talking.
baby
Describe.
show Nickelodeon.
Quickly, Dash, am I fine to tweet this out on
Yes.
Unity?
Oh,
Okay. Send.
Can't
So-
find it.
From the 90s or what?
It would have been from the 2000s. Maybe it was it. It was Nickelodeon, right?
Was it like?
Cartoon Network.
It was like twins or something.
Like we're not getting past this. We have to figure it out.
Oh, the Cramp Twins.
Cramp Twins. Yep.
That-
I think it was British.
I think that's a
so-
British show.
No, I never seen that yet.
It definitely
Oh,
looks like a
Oh,
British
I
show.
hated it.
It
fucking
was
hated
not
it.
great,
Why
but
did
no.
you just salute for a second there? What?
Oh, because I pointed at the screen.
To his lost
That's where
childhood.
Phenomenal is on my.
it was the Cramp Twins, yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's
Uh.
Canadian, but they've got like.
I know it didn't look
imported-
good.
Oh
Oh no,
Oh,
was it
no.
the bad kind of salute?
no! I just saw it on the stream.
I didn't
Oh,
see
I-
it.
I mean,
Guys, this is my apology video. Where's the ukuleles? Fuck, where's the ukuleles?
Yes. Hands together.
I did not mean to make that gesture. I'm sorry.
My God.
I just speaking
Hey,
of like
soul sister, where's your Mister on the radio? Stereo.
YouTube
away,
apology
you
videos.
ain't Fair, you know.
YouTube
What?
apology videos are like my secret, like, guilty pleasure. It's so fucking funny.
the
You go-
first thing I think about apology videos is because we literally just saw it a couple of days ago. I reacted to the newest Across the Spider-Verse, and
Yeah.
he had an apology video for endorsing baby powder.
Yeah.
I don't what.
I haven't seen the second one yet. I watched the first one. It was good.
Oh, it's
Good,
great.
that was good.
Yeah,
All I know is that the
exactly.
entire VTuber community was horny over that one guy.
It's 2.5
Miguel's?
hours
Yeah.
of visual orgasm. It is
Yeah.
gorgeous.
I've seen some scenes from it because some clips popped up on my YouTube, but
It really is beautiful.
really
Better
good,
than the
it's
first
really
one.
YouTube
for sure.
apology
It is
tier list.
American cinema.
We need VTuber. Oh, I need I need to do like a VTuber. You know how Tao, you
That's
know
gonna
how
be a category.
you know
That-
how
yeah, yeah.
you know how agencies put out those statements whenever they do dumb shit and they're like, we'd like to
Oh,
apologize. They always start with thank you for supporting blah blah blah. We need to do a tier list of those. Which one of those is the worst?
Can you do like an apology like tweet like that and just mumble, just ramble on about random shit and don't actually
I mean,
apologize for anything?
VTubers
Just out
do
of
that.
blue?
VTubers do that. I know, like, I think Fifi has done it before, where like you start it
No.
out like it's an apology video, and then you just end it with like, "I'm so sorry for having a fat ass." It's like it just spirals into something.
This one might get us in trouble, but for the award ceremony, can we have best apology?
We definitely can. Well, it should be me. Like, I'll end up getting into controversy, and I'll have to award myself best.
No, that's it.
apology.
We just have like Hakio or Wactor.
I don't think Wactor will ever fucking apologize.
Oh yeah, they didn't apologize.
We're delving into deep lore territory. Tao, we want to
Yeah.
drop
Yeah,
that.
I don't know. I don't watch VTubers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of cringe, so I don't know anyone you're talking about.
Yeah.
Basically, terrible
Hey,
companies.
Lauren, how you
that-
doing?
I'm doing good.
Talk to me.
Yeah, we have two. We have the bottom conversation and the top conversation
Yeah.
going on.
It's weird. We should be the ones on top. Am I
Yeah,
right?
you
I don't know about that
suddenly
one.
I'm
Like,
feeling
flip us over.
like, you know.
How dare you? I'm top energy. Nothing
Yeah,
but.
right. whatever.
It's the funniest thing you've said so far, Tao.
I
Good
know.
one.
Look, I don't
Yeah,
want to
'cause
hear
you're
it.
like, hey, Tao, come down here with me. That's what you're like. That's what you sound like.
Ain't coming
Ugh.
anywhere with him.
Oh, I got somewhere for you to come.
Oh God.
Ayo.
Oh my God.
I
It's a
still have
big
to get
target,
back
you
to
can
it.
Barely miss it. What? Yes. Yeah.
I have been, unfortunately, I have been pretty much. I can't believe it's coming out of my mouth right now.
Hmm?
I've been too
Hmm?
busy for any of this, and I have to get back into it. So help me out, Lori. Come on, come here.
What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing?
Just remind me of how to.
Riz, right? How to dominate,
How-
right?
Just how to. Yeah, just
How to riz.
Ahem. Hey, pal.
slap it out
Oh,
of me.
not
Yeah,
again.
right. Oh my god.
We're not going through
right
this
now.
again.
Take two.
It's so
Take
funny.
two.
Hey, Penumbral.
I don't need more clips, please.
There was one time like I was getting down and dirty, and somebody
Wait.
decided to slap.
Alerts. Wait, I don't know why my alerts aren't working, but Dashie,
Oh,
Titus
okay. I
says.
thought you were telling me to shut the fuck up for a
No,
moment.
Titus
I
says.
doubt you would.
Titus
But
sent a
I was
super
getting
chat
down and dirty, and
saying
you know,
hi.
one of the
Oh,
guys decided
Titus.
to
Yeah,
spank
Titus.
me,
Mhm.
and
It's not popping up in Steam. I don't know why.
left. I was so mad.
You just left. Was it
I
a bad spanking?
That's how much like dumb it is. Like I'm like no.
Oh,
what the fuck?
gotcha.
There we
What
go.
the fuck is
Happy
this?
to see you all
No,
today.
thank you. And it's just like a normal thing. It's definitely something I fucking do. Like, but no, but not me. I didn't. I was like, ah.
Who was
I don't
like,
wanna, I don't know how much I don't know how much I can say without like having Tao and Penumbral die. Of,
I was blacked out for that entire
Sexy things.
statement. I was busy
So-
trying to fix alerts.
where
By
am
the way,
I?
Titus says hi, Dashie.
Tight, the tightest of all the pandas. Hi.
How tight's the panda?
Oh,
I
so
don't
tight.
think you
Mm.
aren't they an endangered species?
Ay,
Maybe you
está
should
muy
be.
tight.
that's their issue. They can't fuck for shit.
Yeah, cool. The Lopi message popped up. It was just she was a bit slow. She hasn't had a Red Bull today. All right. Thank you for the 5 months.
She doesn't drink Red Bull anymore. You know this.
Yeah, that's true. She drinks a combination. I think she just drinks raw cocaine. Honestly,
Yeah, probably.
I don't know if cocaine
Can you
comes in
drink
liquid, but
Raw cocaine? Is that allowed?
Yeah,
if you
you just like mix it in like Game of Subs.
Oh, okay, nice.
she doesn't know this. I actually swapped her at Gamer Subs for cocaine like a month ago. I was
She
kind of.
picked up the wrong one at like the mail office, and it's
I,
just,
honestly,
like,
I thought she'd have overdosed by now, but she just seems to be fine. I'm not sure.
Just keeps
just makes
drinking,
her
just like,
stronger.
damn, this stuff is good. I really feel energized. Wow.
I'm kind of scared
What
to
kind of
like.
muscle milk is this?
Oh, I'm kind of scared to stop switching it out now in case she finds out that I stopped. So I just every month.
Oh yeah, you gotta keep. That must be expensive though.
Nah, I know a guy. He'll live in
that's where
Scotland.
all his YouTube money goes.
Gotcha. Guys,
Every-
guys,
every
support the
super
channel.
Don't I don't every super chat goes towards cocaine. Yeah, that's the brand image I want.
Yep. Guys, keep supporting. Every dollar you donate goes to crippling cocaine addiction. Come on, keep.
It's not for me though.
We need
Specifically,
that.
just specifically
it's for friends,
just for yeah.
Not my
We're-
addiction.
No, we do not endorse stuff. This is just a joke. Guys, you can get canceled for this bullshit.
I don't know, man. I live in
It's
Scotland.
dumb.
I'm pretty sure I could walk down the street and find a cocaine dealer.
You actually could. That's the.
All right.
Worrying.
Just for,
Cocaine does nothing for me, which is good.
We can get cancelled for it, and you just like, yep.
No, like you were saying, you were promoting it almost. So.
Hey,
no,
Bev, this is.
I'm just telling you my experience with it.
I would not
Yeah.
watch this if you have a migraine. That sounds like a terrible idea.
Yeah, no, that's. Oof.
This is liable to give you a migraine.
You'll probably
Or,
give Ben a migraine.
I always
For
have a
legal
migraine.
reasons, Oshi Talk does not endorse things like cocaine or VTubers.
Heroin, though,
Don't
that's where it's
we
at.
do not. Yeah, we don't
do not
endorse VTubers.
endorse any of those
Oh my god!
things.
Imagine, imagine endorsing VTubers. They're so cringe.
It's,
Go ahead.
You
To be fair, I think currently I'm the only. Lauren, didn't you say last time that you don't really like consider yourself? Do you consider yourself a VTuber, or are you like Dashie and you don't?
No, I am quite literally a VTuber.
Okay,
just,
well-
like,
yes.
I mean, so is Dash, but
Oh no,
Yeah.
because Dash is as well, but Dash is very adamant that she's not. So I've become more aware of like.
You know what? Go ahead. Speak for me. All right.
I will.
Put words in my mouth.
Well, I
Put
was
something else
speaking.
in my
I was
mouth.
speaking for myself.
Ah,
That's for after show.
I do consider myself a VTuber. I guess I'm just not really involved in the culture or really informed in all the goings. I'm really busy focusing on my stuff. Like I do watch
honestly, for the best.
Yeah,
other
God, I'm
streams
jealous.
'cause I feel like you have to consume some of the art that you're doing to improve. So I do watch as much VTubers as I can, but I don't really watch streams even like before. Like I wasn't really a stream watcher.
mhm.
And like, yeah, I'm on Twitter to like post my own stuff and hype up my girls and put inappropriate comments under porn. But like, you know, I don't follow up with like the drama and or watch a lot or know
Right.
who people are.
We don't make tier lists.
You're like the
nothing.
anti-me. That's all I do.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and
It's
I'm,
my
I'm the
entire-
closest- right now. Me and Lorian are the most. That's exactly what I'm trying to tell you. But no, they keep saying just because I'm not a typical VTuber. I'm a literal one. Yes, here we go. But
I'm
I
not
don't-
like
it's
other
not traditional.
VTubers.
Fiverr. What's going on with you?
Nothing.
Skybird, thank you for the membership.
Did someone just subscribe to you,
Skybird, how are
Lori?
you? I was just thinking
I
about
think
you
so.
like 3 minutes ago. I was going to ask if you were here. Yes.
Oh,
hello.
yeah, my
remember
alerts are up.
you.
I'm sorry. Someone
I
subscribed
was
to
so
my
confused.
YouTube.
I was so confused as to why I heard the different.
Sorry.
Like, sub.
It's fine, keep it up.
That should be coming out of my
The
headphones.
more-
I don't know why it isn't.
The more plings and plongs that appear on screen, the more likely we are to capture the
Yeah,
Zoomer audience.
we've already got like the
The Subway Surfers.
yeah.
Gotcha.
I need to have just vertical videos playing at like random positions on
Yeah,
the
you
screen.
need like the soap being cut and all those stupid ones. People
Mm,
playing with
mm, mm.
fidget toys.
I found myself. There's something like about scrolling through your shorts feed that you stumble across videos and you're like, I shouldn't be watching this. This is bad. But like,
Oh,
you
like,
just,
every time.
you just
yeah.
can't. Like, it has like a catchy song or something, and you're like, fuck, I want to see the rest of it. It was what was it? You get stuck in a hole then as well, and you just
Yeah.
you keep seeing the same type of shot, and you're like, I don't like this, but I can't not watch it. I feel like my brain is
Oh.
rotted.
I have a pet peeve with shorts when they try to do a looping video, like
when they
start
do
the
it
video
really
with, like,
badly?
a big claim, and then the end of it is like, and that's why.
Yeah, oh my
and then, like,
God.
I
Yeah.
fucking hate that.
I
I've
should-
only seen a handful of TikToks or YouTube shorts that actually use the looping as a mechanic to tell the story and like make it actually be funny, but most of it's just dumb.
There's a
All the
yeah.
ones that try and do that, like they're all ones that you don't want to watch again anyway.
Exactly.
It's
This-
Exactly.
Who falls for it? Who watches like a 60-second video about facts and like, you know, lore or whatever, and then is like, you know what, I'm gonna watch it again because he led me into it. The only ones
It's gotta be children who don't
It's-
realize the video is looping or some shit.
Yeah.
who can't remember more than 30 seconds into the past.
And can you do that on your next news?
Yeah, and that's
Start
what.
with VTubing in 60 seconds.
Yeah, and that's what happened in VTuber, and then it just loops repeatedly.
Yeah.
The ones I've seen, some I don't know if you guys have seen these. They tickle my brain. The ones that are like music. videos, but they're like a marble falling down stairs or something, or like bouncing
they're
off
just
of
like-
walls.
Yeah, they're just made in
Oh,
Blender
yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah, but then they loop because it loops a song. Those are fine because like I actually might want to watch it again because it's a fun little
Yeah,
tune.
yeah.
Or I've seen some like skit videos where like the end of the skit is a punchline that actually is the beginning of the skit, which is rare,
Yeah,
but they're
yeah.
funny. But for the most part, it's just like Matt Pat talking about Minecraft lore, and then at the end he's like, and that's why, and then it just plays again, and I'm like, no. I actually have auto scroll on as an add-on.
Fucking hate
On YouTube.
Matt Pat so much. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh no,
That just came out of me.
Same.
we have a Matt Pat anti. I like Matt
Oh,
Pat.
I hate him as well. Fucking he.
You hate him. All right, just
You don't
because.
remember the COVID thing?
No.
No, what did he do during
Oh,
COVID?
what happened?
He literally did a video that was which Nintendo characters would survive the pandemic.
That's fucking hilarious.
What?
You're just wrong. That's fucking funny.
still
Was it
up.
in 2020, like right then when it was
Yeah,
happening?
no. This was at the very beginning where people would like.
Oh.
There's loads of comments on it. That's just like my grand died of this. It's
Oh
like,
my
what the
god.
fuck?
Okay,
That's
yeah, no.
fucking funny. Nah, you're
It's
wrong.
still up.
You have shit taste. That's
still up.
that's fucking hilarious. That's actually base. I like him more now.
Oh my god.
That's such a good fucking video idea.
I mean, I don't
Are
know
you
if this
gonna
is
do
true,
the
but
COVID?
like there was a point where YouTube was actually giving strikes if you said the word corona. Is that right?
No, I think it was
Yeah,
just it was. I don't know if it was ever strikes, but it would get flagged
It was
as like talking
throttling.
about.
Okay.
Yeah,
Talking about a
Um,
Throttling
controversial.
the
More
reach.
sensitive.
that video in question is now called the banned virus or something like that. It's
Yeah.
still up though.
It's still
The
up.
censored
Yeah.
virus. Yeah, I just clicked on it. This is, I don't know, man. This is great.
God.
It's 27,000
Oh.
dislikes, but I'm giving it a like. I haven't even watched it yet, but it
I'm
deserves
giving
it.
it. You're such a bitch.
Bastard.
That's a good fucking video. I don't know, man. That's funny. That's hilarious.
It's a bit oof for the time period.
Nah,
In retrospect,
nah,
it's-
send it. To be fair, I kind of dodged the entire fucking COVID bullshit because I was in Perth and fucking it never
because
really.
you don't go outside.
Well, no, it just
What,
never.
like-
It never hit Perth where I lived.
I
Really,
don't know.
No.
Oh, I thought you said Paris. I'm like, oh,
No,
damn, you were in Paris during
Perth.
this?
it was in Western Australia, which is
accent.
like in the middle of fucking nowhere. So we had like a minor lockdown for like a few weeks, which was basically just like universities shut down and hospitals were shut down for the most, like in terms of you can't just walk in. But
Mhm.
it lasted like a month, and then we were like, yeah, back to normal, and then we just kind of went back to it.
Yeah.
But then-
Incredible.
Then I was looking over at like America and Britain, and you guys were fucked.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
was so funny.
Yeah.
I was just sat
How
here
the
like,
fuck. Right,
Mhm.
I
Like,
work at
were you warp number? Is it rural? Like, is it?
well, the
not
entirety
city?
of Western Australia is rural. Like, if you look at Australia, you
Right.
split down the middle. Everything to the left is W8, and there's like one city in there. There's like,
Okay.
it
Oh, yeah,
has
there you
like
go.
one of the lowest population densities ever like anywhere.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
It makes sense that you're. Yeah.
So our actual biggest issue was we had so many people we had to like close the border because so many people were trying to get into this. Oh, so many people were trying to get into the state because it was the only fucking place where everything wasn't shut down because we still had like our bars and shit running. So you had a bunch of people from like
just
other
coming over trying to
countries
get pissed.
and in the eastern states trying to cross the border to get in, and we're like, no, we're not. Like, you can't just come over here to
Yeah.
dodge Corona. Fuck off.
I work in a store that's a bargain store that just sells crap, and we were apparently like
Essential
fucking
worker.
essential
Yeah.
workers. Yeah. And I'm just like, there's old people coming in to buy Christmas decorations. I'm like, really?
Wait.
Really?
You were considered essential?
Yeah.
It's the first
I
for him.
yeah.
I was also an essential
didn't
worker. I
stop.
worked the entire pandemic.
Yeah. And I
Ooh.
didn't catch it once. I've still not got it, and I don't know how.
Why would you? Oh, I was
I
gonna say,
don't-
why
I'm not
would you
saying
say
I
that out
want
loud?
to.
Jinx.
Oh, no, I said
Tao
it all the
dies the
time.
next podcast. Tune in then, guys. We're gonna have a
Okay,
funeral.
if I do, can you please do that tier list and put me on NFT?
You definitely fail. You jinx
I've
yourself.
actually never got COVID either.
Neither have I.
Hell
I'm
yeah.
not saying it out loud.
But to be fair, it wasn't really that big a risk. Like 2 people in my state got COVID.
Really? Jesus.
Well, no, it was more than that. But like, I don't know. It's just we never had anything like really shut down properly. Like we never had the big like multiple month-long shutdowns. We did see the rest of the country start freaking out because their pubs and bars were shut down for longer than a week, and everyone was like,
Oh no.
"What are we gonna do? We're dying."
Yeah,
How do
my
we get
entire my entire city shut down.
Yeah, I mean, I saw it. It was like literally just everything stopped around the world. Like
Yeah.
shit just wasn't open. People just weren't going to work. It was kind of weird. I felt like I was in like a weird bubble, and like because my life just kind of kept going. I miss like we had the only thing we got, which was actually kind of cool, was like we had one semester of university, right? That technically classified as like COVID affected, and if you wanted at the end of it, you could ask to not get your grade because of COVID, and you just got like a default pass or whatever. That was cool. But apart from that, no.
Nice, nice.
Wow. I was apparently in this call the most affected by it. One of my friends died from it in his 20s, which was
Dang.
Jesus
not. It was yeah.
Christ.
I mean, it was what it was, and some family members in South America, like died. Like it really, like to me personally, it did nothing because like I work online and stuff, and but yeah, it's amazing the differences that happened.
Yeah, well, it was weird. I think in Australia we had, in terms of like anytime anybody under the age of 50 died of it in Australia, it was like a news headline, right? I don't know
Yeah,
how
we have
many,
that here.
but we pretty much had, well, no one I knew ever caught it. And definitely no one died from it. And I think in the country, like very, very few people under, the age of 50, 60 actually ended up seriously suffering from it. So it kind of felt weird.
It was scary times.
Well, I guess
Yeah.
I guess that's weird. That's the dissonant thing, right? Is because for me it wasn't, because living
Right.
through it, nothing really happened. It was more looking across the pond. I saw stories of it from like America, but for me it was like, oh, I have to go get a test that I'm gonna, I'm not gonna have it because nobody fucking has it. And so it was like a little bit of a, you have to wear masks and you have to. Everybody's sort of a little bit scared of it, but nobody really ever caught it, so it was never really a big deal. Whereas in America and Britain, from what I know, it was like a massive, massive, like, fucking travesty.
I do remember I loved that part of my job where I just got to go outside and like deal with all the customers, and my boss literally came out to me and just said, yeah, if they've been a pain in the ass, just tell them to fuck off. And he was like, yeah, that's fine. We won't punish you for that. And I'm like, hell yeah.
I love the English.
You got the
I love the English.
power.
Bit of a
There's
pain in the ass. Just a bit of a
Just
pain
Some
in the I
dude
love
was
it.
like, I
Just
got
got
it
s-
frozen out there today.
Just go outside and cough on them.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
pull down the mask. And just,
I did
Dude,
see.
I'm so paranoid. I still wear a mask at CVS. I don't give a fuck.
Really?
Okay, fuck you.
I mean, it's
I don't
CVS.
care.
I mean, I'd want to anyway.
Yeah, even without COVID,
Yeah.
just for general hygiene.
My friend's caught it 5 times.
What?
Fucking, she
Wow.
lives in central London, but like,
Is she like
fucking hell.
making out with everyone in the city?
I mean, knowing her, wouldn't put it past her.
Fuck.
But,
Hey, yo.
Oh, the toilet roll. I mean, there's a fucking internet historian video where he talks
wasn't that
about
because of Australia?
yeah,
Like,
well,
yeah.
Australia, because it was literally just like a lie or like a misinformation thing that was
Wasn't
spread
it?
around.
Or wasn't it like one single store was having supply
Well, no,
issues? Or
it was basically the story started going around that like because Australia imports a lot of shit, right? And so the story was that like Australia imports all of its toilet roll, and somebody, I don't know where it came from, but somebody was like, well, we import it also because of the virus, we're going to have none. And I know that it takes us for one person to believe that and go out and buy all of the toilet roll for everybody to be like, oh, it's true. And so yeah, all of
Sort of
Australia.
self-fulfilling
Again,
at
it
that
never
point.
really hit Western Australia as much
Mob
because
mentality.
we were
Yeah.
we were kind of in our own little bubble. But yeah, the Eastern states were having a fun time of it. It
Hey,
kind of
that was,
spread.
South Slider. I know you say people are still getting COVID, yeah, but like we're talking the main, the main first virus. Is that still around? The
Hang
main,
on.
the big guy.
The big guy.
The
The big guy.
the final
The-
boss.
yeah, I was going to
Mr.
say the
Big
exact
Dick
same thing. Fuck you.
The first boss.
Um,
'Cause I know there's like variants, but like
There's-
we're talking about.
It's still every
Well,
now and
I
then.
have
there was
idea.
like 63,000 cases on September 12th.
Oh.
So yeah,
I mean, but then like so many people are vaccinated now. It's so
yeah.
mild,
But
thankfully.
it's different variant. So.
You know. Oh, did you see they turned all our chips on, by the way, that we got from the vaccine?
Oh yeah.
Oh, did you guys have Wi-Fi now?
Yeah, it's in my brain.
Yeah. Dude, I'd let them chip me if they were like, yeah, we'll get you better like free Wi-Fi wherever you go. I'd be like, yeah, fucking stuff it in me,
Bro.
let's go.
I would get chipped. You could sell me on the most like basic bitch features, and I'd still let you chip my brain.
Exactly.
Bro, like you tell me I can have just like music in my brain anytime I want. I'm taking that chip. I don't care if you want to track me.
My favorite is the like old people that are like, they're gonna put a chip in you that steals all your information, and they're like, meanwhile they're on Facebook.
They
and I'm
already.
I've consigned
They don't
myself
need
to
to
the
make a
fate
chip.
that the government knows all my information. I don't give a
yeah,
fuck.
I mean,
They're free to have it.
Yeah.
but it's okay because with NordVPN you can get data protection.
They-
Set micro off.
That's a message to NordVPN. Sponsor.
Please
Sponsor.
sponsor, please, anyone, please.
My mod would actually revolt.
Give me money me now.
Tough.
I don't know,
It's
man.
micro. I don't give a shit.
People are so fucking afraid of like people. I get that it's like a privacy thing, but like me personally, I don't have anything that I'd care. So you
I don't
know,
make,
Well,
like,
you
a
weren't
fucking-
stalked twice, where police were involved. So
yeah, fair.
Yeah,
Nobody
I care
knows.
because of the principle of it. You know, it's like I don't think I have anything. I mean, I guess my secret identity, I'm a VTuber now. But other than that, I don't really have any information that like I feel like is like super incriminating, or I don't want the government to find. But like I also don't want the government to know anything about every other single person. Like I feel like a right to
Yeah.
privacy should
Yeah.
be.
I would sell that shit in a heartbeat for some mild convenience. I'll tell you what.
yeah. So see, for me, I don't care what the
So
government
many
knows
people
about
already
me. What I
do.
care about is creepy men. Okay, creepy men that.
Ah, well, you're in luck. The government is notorious for its lack of creepy men. Don't you worry.
Oh my
Sniffa sniffa.
Oh no.
Did you say
Grab her right-
sniffers? Yeah.
Sniffer snip.
Grab her right by the pussy and all that.
Yeah, those creepy men. And say,
Uh,
your hair does smell like Skittles.
What? Excuse-
ah!
What?
what does Skittles smell like?
What?
Like Skittles.
Actually,
Like, pay attention.
What?
I'm just.
Pay attention.
I don't think I've ever like opened a bag of Skittles and be like, I know what I need to do. And
Never
just,
just open a bag of kills. And go,
just huff the entire bag. Like,
The way you're like.
normally, I just grab a handful and shove them all.
I don't know why.
Are you, okay? Do you guys ever? Do you guys eat the sweets like one at a time, like flavor by flavor, or do you just like grab a handful and
No.
just like, oh?
Depends.
Yeah, it depends. You're right. Oh wow.
Panda
I line them up
sponsoring
and then
Lorian.
snort
I
them
eat
out.
the whole thing at once. I just fucking I do it like
Yo.
a shot and just eat the whole
Nerds?
thing.
Dad, I think of the
Yeah.
super chat. Apparently, Panda is sponsoring Lorian now. There you go. You're sponsored by a panda.
Good choice. The tightest. You got the tightest of the pandas now. yes.
Usually it's like you sponsoring pandas. Like whenever I see the adverts
Yeah.
on TV.
You gotta,
Right,
you
now
gotta
I'm being
contribute.
sponsored by pandas.
Yeah.
You gotta
Wow.
contribute to have like the pandas breed or something.
Dude, you know it's pretty rough when the pandas are sponsoring you.
Oh no.
But-
Pandas,
Yeah,
if
like-
you go.
Go.
Oh, for fuck's
No,
Oh,
sake.
if-
you please. I
Oh, fine.
insist.
Jesus.
I'm
If you
rolling
wanna,
it out for you.
if you wanna sponsor me, Panda, because I know you guys might have issues with breeding. There's tons of breeding over on my Patreon. Anyway.
Yes. Dude,
Am
there's
I,
speaking of
what
breeding,
do
I
you
was
do?
thinking about, endangered pandas, fine. I know when you what's that called? When you breed racehorses and stuff, there's a little like position
Eugenics?
or a guy called
Oh.
the cock guide. Like there's a guy that
I-
brings the cock and puts it in the female. So is there that for pandas? Hey Titus, can you tell me, please? I
That's
need to know all
gotta
about pandas
be the
and their
most
cocks.
Depressing job
Just
I've ever
Thinking
heard.
of like, you know when you look
Your
up like,
resume, like
you know when you look up like a video game guide and it's some guy on YouTube, it's like, here's how you beat this boss. I'm just imagining
Oh
that.
my God. Here's how you help your bull inseminate a mare.
Like that's not the kind of job where your wife, like when you get home, your wife goes, "Oh, how was work, honey?"
I'm just imagining like the doorbell ring, the housewife is like doing whatever, she turns around, she's like, "How's work, honey?" And he just flashes over to him, just covered in horse cum, just head to
Yeah,
toe,
pretty much.
covered in
Pretty
horse
much.
cum.
How
and
did
he's just
we?
like, "I don't
How
wanna
did we
talk
get
about
all the
Cock
way
guide.
back around to bestiality?
cock guide.
We went through a circle.
It always goes back.
We've done a.
Oh no.
We've done a full.
Yeah.
Seriously though, like how much would you need to get paid to do that? Like what would you accept? Is it in the millions?
Oh, I mean, I'd do it for like.
Millions, damn.
Like some people
I'm
are like,
fucked
I
up.
ain't touching no horse cock. Meanwhile, it's like I'm doing it for the horses, you know?
In my head, I was like thinking like $30 an hour, and you're just like
Oh
$1
my God,
million.
wow, all right,
and I'm just like,
guys.
yeah, sure, yeah.
I don't know, man. Like,
Sure, I'll take a cock for $30.
oh, for fuck's sake.
Wait, taking it?
Taking you
We're
wait,
not
what?
taking
No,
it. Wait a minute. Whoa,
no,
whoa, whoa,
you're not
whoa.
taking it yourself. You're guiding the cock.
Fuck,
But, you know,
even
I
then, man.
literally
Giving
say
the
you're
horse
taking it.
cock. I'm giving the horse cock. I'm giving the
Yes.
gift of horse cock.
The gift of horse cock.
on.
Lorian Lock 2023.
Come on, guys, we need to get off this topipic. Anyway, did anyone see the new Mori video?
Oh, I was thinking it. I was like, do I make
Me
the
too.
joke?
Me too. I was waiting. To...
Hey there, deadbeats.
You were like,
Stole.
how much would you have to get paid? And I was like, oh, I was gonna make a joke of like, how much does Mori make in a year? And then I was like, hang on.
How much does
Well,
all
but
that-
I'm glad I'm glad you stepped over that line for us. So I'm
Oh,
sure
don't
like we were
worry,
all
mate.
thinking.
How'd
Yeah.
that make you feel, Tao? Are you powerful now?
Proud,
Does this
proud.
make you feel
Same. Tao doesn't have a career to get cancelled, so it's fine.
Yeah, exactly. I
Right,
can make these jokes.
Oh my god.
great? So $30 an hour. All right. We'll talk.
But I don't know, man.
Jesus.
As far as jobs go, it's hardly the most stressful, right? Like you have a very clear goal.
I mean, you're wrestling a horse cock. Is it stressful?
I don't
You
know.
can find how hard it is for some people to like find it, to just like, guide it in.
I mean, it's a
little longer than you
horse.
think.
I'm pretty sure it's easier to find.
Just
I,
out in the field, like,
guess.
where's it gone?
Hear the female going, wrong hole, lower,
Uh.
higher.
How,
No.
how did we get here?
This is
I don't know.
where your channel's go. This is why
it's
you didn't
crazy
want.
to me that that's a job. You'd think like instinct would take over and they'd be able to, figure it out themselves. But
Yeah,
I guess
and-
not.
Exactly. Does that include the fluffing? Like you
The
gotta,
what?
you gotta make it.
Oh no.
No,
Oh,
no,
no.
no,
No,
no, mm-mm. Do not.
Sidetrack,
Not
sidetrack.
fluffing with your mouth or anything.
No,
the
I wasn't thinking that, but now I am. Now that image is in my head. Thanks for that.
What's up, deadbeats?
Shut up, Tao.
Guys, these are questions that need to be asked.
They really don't.
The-
I feel like this applies to like such
Salary-
a small portion of the population that they really don't. I'm sure they know what they're doing and they don't need us to fucking give them
They're
advice.
professionals at their job.
According to Glassdoor.com,
Oh,
the
no.
median salary of a horse fluffer is $87,000 a year.
That is.
Fuck, I'm about
Okay,
to quit my
okay,
retail
sorry.
job. Be right back.
Lorian, is it called a horse fluffer? Like, what is the official? I don't know if there's.
It does
an
say
official-
horse fluffer.
Horse
Hmm.
fluffer.
I-
No way.
Apparently, they get paid more than horse breeders because horse breeders' median's only set 57,000.
Well,
I mean,
yeah.
it makes sense. You're.
I mean,
in
the
there,
breeders only get,
literally in
the good part at the end. The fluffer's putting in the real work.
putting in. This is sad stuff.
This is such a weird conversation to get started.
What is this
All our
podcast?
conversations
Always
get weird.
happens when we have Lorian
This
here.
doesn't happen.
I'm
No,
so-
this
it's my
happens
aura
every
of
time. Don't
corruption,
blame
I
her.
apologize.
No,
I mean,
I
yeah,
wouldn't blame
don't
her.
blame me. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Jesus Christ.
I will
Suck
blame
my
her.
dick.
Look, I'm
Anyway.
just saying when Evan was here, we had a nice 2-hour-long chat about the intricacies of YouTube analytics. We
Yeah, it was
definitely
great. I had
never...
a nap for like 2 hours. Like,
Just because you had
Yeah,
nothing
Just
insightful
make-
to
make
add.
all four
So-
of us.
So what you're telling me is one of these streams is a lot more fun.
Well, maybe for you, not for...
I need fan artists to make all four of us into horses.
Please do
and you
not.
decide
No,
no,
who rides the
no.
cock.
no, no.
You
Put him
decide.
I wonder
down on
what
Does it?
you
Ready?
would look
Chat.
like as
Tell
a
me.
horse.
Tell
I'm
me,
a
where does the
catboy, I
cock go?
stay as a
Who's cocked?
catboy.
Where does the hole? Go ahead, go.
What's that song? No, cock like hot. No, anyway.
It's
The circle
interactive
goes
media.
into the
right?
circle hole.
Interactive.
The square hole.
And what would you rather?
Oh, we're playing...
Boober tier list or horse tier list?
Oh, I mean, the horse tier list would be very short. How many horses are there?
I don't
There's
know.
like at least like half a million horses.
I'm not going to rank all of them. It's just the VTuber ones. How many
Every
VTuber
single-
horses
How
are there?
many horses are there?
Looking it up.
60 million horses.
Fuck, there's almost as many VTubers as there are.
Yeah, that is like horse.
It's
Is there a
got
horse
You
VTuber?
seriously know?
there
horse
there
VTubers?
has to be a horse VTuber.
I mean,
you-
yeah, that
okay.
has to be, but
There has to be.
I feel like
Probably.
after the whole saga that happened, I don't know that anybody would want to
Yeah.
step up to that. I'm trying to think.
Mm,
Not that I know. I don't even
know
know.
any
I don't
VTubers.
actually even know like any centaur like VTubers, which is weird because you think it being
yeah.
actually thinking on that. There's not a whole lot of like actual monster girl like VTubers really. Most of them are just anime girls, but like
Uh,
with cat ears or something.
Yeah, the only
Oh,
one
yeah,
I can
that's,
sort of think of is
That's
like Vex.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
well,
That's-
Vex-
That's crazy.
Yeah, Lorian, you are the
That's
problem.
crazy.
No, I can't think of
Um,
any besides Vex.
Vex is
No,
like
if
the
only
only
there was
lame
one
guy.
that I could think that was like near me.
But like, you don't see like. Okay, have you seen Monster Musume, Tao?
Yeah.
Yes, of course I have.
Hotel.
You know, I'm surprised it's not like a rat, like arachne VTuber. You know, like a spider. I don't know.
Too, yeah, she's really popular.
I think she's the most popular. Like,
No, Mia is definitely the.
No,
You
Mia
think?
already-
Mia.
I think.
Yeah, no, definitely. From the
Which one
tags
is
I've used.
Mio?
I don't know, man.
Mia. Snake Girl.
Ye-
Also, Lauren, please tell me those thumbnails
could
can't
go.
be seen properly.
Hold on.
Are those thumbnails safe for work, Lorian? Because they
Thumbnails
are
are safe
showing.
for work. Yeah.
Oh,
just
okay,
show the
that's
little
fine.
model.
Okay,
I can only see them through the tiny window of OBS. I'm
yeah,
just like,
I was slightly worried.
who was your favorite Monster Musume girl, Tao?
Mia. It certainly wasn't NTR fish.
You don't like the cuckfish?
No, I'm not a fan of the cuckfish.
I don't know. Cuckfish could be really good with nice sauce prepared right. In a
Oh
roll.
my god, true.
I like Tio.
Uh,
It was
What?
the ogre girl from the squad.
Oh,
she
of
was like
course you would.
she was like 9 feet tall. It was fucking hot.
I'm basic bitch. I like Sue. Sue was
Ah,
fantastic.
Sue's cute. As long as you don't say Pappy, it's fine.
Oh god.
I hated her. I wish she was not in the show. It was the most. The egg thing that popped up mid-season
Oh,
for
God.
no fucking reason. I was like,
No,
please.
but you say that, but fucking.
Well, you say no fucking reason, but there's people out there with that
Yeah.
position.
Lucajin is a
BS,
horse.
Not BS,
Juniper
but
for
no
the
kink
monster
shaming, but
girls.
It's king shaming is my king shame.
Yeah,
Wait, what?
Juniper is probably the definitive monster.
Oh
girl
yeah,
YouTuber,
yeah.
you're not
yeah.
wrong,
Well, it
Micro.
depends which model, because some are a lot more like monster.
Yeah, well,
than-
the scale is like normal monster girl to fucking eldritch horror. You know.
yeah.
Some of Juniper's models are absolutely
Any
insane.
pictures?
Oh,
I mean-
actually,
I
one of
mean,
my
still
friends
would.
Gonna, one of my
Would.
friends is an Eldritch Horror, and they're gonna be debuting at some point. So that's one.
Fun.
Bellum's
Glovecraft.
becoming an Eldritch Hollow with his fucking womb tattoo.
You watch one of their streams, you just go clinically insane.
I'm
I
looking
hope
at the
so.
pictures right now.
I mean, all
Yeah.
VTubers
Yeah.
be like.
That's
Yeah,
the vibe I really
it's-
want to bring to my stream, honestly.
Yeah.
God.
I'm
If
trying
you
to
don't
think
take
of other-
psychic
What
damage after
other-
watching a full one of my streams, I'm not doing my job right.
Well, what did you have?
See,
You had
I,
the,
I can't pick Eric Nero because she's like too much of like the top, so it's like we'll just fight. So
I like Drac. Drac was nice.
I would love to hang out with her and like talk shit, but
And
Wait.
have you ever seen Inner Species Reviewers?
I've heard of it. I haven't seen it.
Oh, it's
why are you moving on? We're talking about
Chef
which
kiss.
girls.
Because
you
it's
would do.
similar.
It's kind of similar. It's still monster fucking. You know.
Yeah.
It is.
It was, who else is it? So you had like the Dullahan, the scythe girl.
Don't think it's just practical. You
Yeah.
Just be, put her down here, and the
Oh,
body's
God, my
Thinking of
God.
practicality with this as well.
Yeah.
We're
Okay.
gonna do a full
Where's the
review. Okay, it's a full product review. You get 8 out of 10 for practicality, 4 out of 10 for creepiness. Who was that? You had zombie girl.
Oh,
Whatever
she
her
was
name
pretty
was.
cute.
She was dead though.
Yeah.
Actually, now
well,
that I
you
think
know,
about it, she kind of
wasn't a
looks like
pig.
Ollie, doesn't she?
Pointy teeth.
Yeah.
Always watch out for the teeth.
What was the other girls? Because you had Tio, you had. Oh, it was Doppel, wasn't it? The doppelganger chick. They could turn into.
Yes.
turn
That
in-
kind of just
I mean, you just win with that, right? Like, you just be
a
anything.
bit.
I know.
Have you seen that anime, Lori?
Nope.
Oh, no wonder you're quiet. Damn, sorry.
Man,
I
I'd
gotta
have thought,
get your picture.
I'd have thought you'd have been into
I think
it.
my brother was really into that anime. I think I saw it and thought it was weird, like the first 2 episodes.
Wow.
That's
yeah,
anime for you.
it's valid, yeah. Base brother though, like.
I watched it. Literally, my reaction to anime is that it's just like, why would I watch this when I can just watch porn, right? Like,
I mean,
mm.
fair.
Please tell me your mind changed.
That's why we watch.
To be fair, I've had that thought about like because I don't watch those kind of anime anymore because I kind of shifted. I'm no longer a 14-year-old boy, so I don't really need to watch that shit anymore.
Yeah, he hit
Well,
15 this
But I
year.
had that thought about like
Oh,
like
congrats,
like
congrats.
visual novels or like erogaze because like I've tried to play erogaze before, but I just get like
Oh, I
halfway.
get bored.
I get into them and I'm like, I would just like, if I'm horny, I'd rather be what like actually, you know, fucking I don't get what I don't understand the appeal of having like horny shit just inserted into otherwise normal media. Like, what are you meant to do? Like, are you meant to like watch it normally and then like furiously jack off for like 30 seconds?
That's the opposite, actually. I'll fight you on that point,
Oh
right?
fuck, here we go.
Because I like that sort of stuff, sexy situations being normalized. If it's like a tangential and doesn't really fit into the plot,
if it's
like,
natural, like it works, yeah.
I don't know.
But,
it just
the thing
doesn't.
with Monster Musume is it felt like it was mostly fan service, and it's just like, okay, it's
Well, yeah.
entirely horny, but it's not gonna get me off. So what's the point? Like, I'm not,
Yeah.
it's not good enough of a romance to keep going.
Well, that's
So
why
it's
that's
like-
why I don't watch shit like that anymore. I think back then I was just it was
you
like
got to go into it knowing what you're watching. Yeah, like if you're specifically looking
fair,
to
that's
get
fair.
off, then that's not what you need. To look
Yeah.
at.
I hate those fucking harem shows that are just like horny bait and they end up like forgetting the main girl within like a
Yeah.
season.
well, the thing that the thing that's most frustrating to me is when you have like an otherwise normal show, right? That's good, but then like for some random reason at like for like a minute or 2 minutes straight, it would just be random horny bullshit, and then it'll cut right back to the normal stuff. And I'm like, I don't know what to do with this. Like, I don't know what the
Yeah,
point of that
okay,
was.
that's just kind of
Like, you know,
sort of
did you guys ever watch
tangential,
Fire Force?
Oh
Nope.
yeah, that
Okay,
did
so
that.
Fire Force is a really like well-made, high-quality show. I did enjoy it. It was basically shonen where they could like control fire powers and shit. It was really cool. Except there was one character. Every time she was on screen, she just stripped for no fucking reason, right? And so you'd have this really climactic, tense battle moment, and then all of the drama went away because this one girl suddenly like tripped and fell and her shirt fell off, right? And it's just like, I don't get the appeal.
So it's jarring. Like it just
Yeah,
takes
I
you
just don't get the
out.
appeal
Yeah.
because like on one hand you're focused on the plot and you're like, oh, I'm into the story, and then it's like, well, okay, now I'm horny, but you haven't. It's not there for long enough to be satisfying. So now I'm
Yeah,
back to the plot,
it's-
except now I have blue balls. Thanks.
It's kind of weird because the same dude did
Thanks.
Soul
Appreciate it.
which kind of just kept the horny to just Blair. And that was
Yeah,
it.
but at least Blair was like constantly, and she kind of owned it,
also,
and it was
she
part
like
of her
such a side
character.
character. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was always during
yeah,
the
yeah.
downtown.
Like, I don't
downtime.
mind
I
it-
think that is a good medium if there's one character that's focused on the horny, and it's because of the character, that they're just like, just like, oh,
Yeah,
and,
I don't mind
just
if
like,
it's
yep, that's
part of
just
the
her.
character, but it's weird when it is like an otherwise normal character, and then at just random
Yeah.
moments they're sexualized, and you're like, well,
Yeah.
why? Although
Which is why I
Apex,
like
High School of the
oh.
Dead.
High School of the Dead
High School
was
of the Dead
good
is
though.
like specific, like yes, it's dead and tits. Like
High School of the Dead
that's
goes
what they
so
say,
far
you know?
that
It was
like, comes
fucking
back
hilarious.
around to just being funny. It's
High School of the
like,
Dead was the first
fucking-
like
yeah.
anime I ever watched that was like uncensored. I remember that.
Oh, I thought you
blew
were
my-
going to say the first anime you ever
no,
watched. That,
that
would be
blew my
hilarious.
fucking mind. I was like, what? You can do that?
Yeah.
And
You
I-
can shoot between titties.
13-year-old me was like, excuse me? There's no
Oh, no.
cloud.
Oh.
There's no cloud of steam. There's no beam of light. What? What is this?
Oh, the,
I
the
know.
classic beam of light for the Blu-ray.
That show was fucking cool though. Only because I think it's the closest we've actually ever got to a proper zombie survival anime. Weirdly enough, it's
I need
OP
to. There's a new
though,
one
that
that
OP
came out.
was-
there's a new one that came out, but even like the thing about the weird thing about anime zombie survival is that I feel like they went. You know how nowadays, right? Zombie survival always has a twist in it because it's been done so many times.
Yeah.
So like anytime a game comes out or a show comes out that's zombie-esque, it's always got some sort of like
Yeah, it
comedic
has
or
to have a
fantasy or
gimmick.
gimmicky twist because otherwise it wouldn't stand out, right? Anime feels like it jumped straight to that, but never had any of the actual prerequisite normal. Like High School of the Dead is legit the closest you get to a normal like zombie survival.
I think-
Interesting.
I honestly, I think Japan's not that into like zombie culture, like pop culture.
Yeah,
don't
I mean
see
it's
much
definitely.
zombie stuff
I
come
mean,
out of
to be
that.
fair, it's definitely a Western
That blew
thing.
the fuck up in America. Now we hate it.
Yeah,
Well, like, what's it
so
called?
it was
Walking
zombie genre was the like isekai of America, I guess, like that kind of
Yeah.
saturation.
that is
Yeah, I
definitely
guess.
one of the sentences
I-
of all time.
I am surprised there's not an isekai with zombies. Like, character dies and then
I'm sure
comes back
there
in a
is.
world full of like.
Well, that's what I'm saying, they
already
seem-
fucking-
Wait a minute, there is. Oh my god.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
most popular one, Walking Dead. He gets shot. He goes into a coma and he wakes up and it's not quite the same. It's the same world,
Walking
but the
Dead's
world has
the-
been.
I have. I mean, I
Walking
have.
Dead's my
I mean,
favorite.
it's literally the
I've
same
seen
world,
I've seen
but
theories
it
of
was-
that The Walking Dead is all just like one big coma from Rick because he's dead. Like he died at the beginning, and this is all just like one big fever
That's
dream.
it's his last
afterlife.
seconds.
But yeah, like there's a zombie show that came out recently. I can't remember what it was called. But it's basically like zombies take over the world, and the main character is fucking thrilled because it means he doesn't have to go to work.
Yeah.
He's like, he sees zombies and it's like,
What's that
fuck,
one?
let's go, zombie apocalypse. I don't have to go into work anymore.
Yeah, because
But-
his
God.
work environment was super toxic and
Yeah.
really traumatic or some shit.
Yeah, so he literally preferred the fucking zombie apocalypse. But like, even that is like a twist, right? It's a twist on the zombie apocalypse
Mhm.
thing because it's
Right,
about
right.
it's a zombie apocalypse, except the main character is 100% on board. But like, legit, I think Ask Was the Dead is the only show you get where you have like a legitimate group of survivors moving around trying to survive. It just also happens to be the horniest show ever made.
I guess it's one of those things where it's like if you have to walk into a room with a producer and try and sell your
Yeah.
IP, you've got to like if you just go in there and go, yeah, we're just gonna make a zombie film, but like really good. They're gonna be like, no, fuck off.
But I don't know.
Get
I
out."
feel like it's such a wasted
But-
potential because you
But
could.
listen though, there's
Oh, yeah.
tits. There's
Well, that is
tits.
literally the High School of the Dead.
That's their thing. That's their
Yeah.
That is what they marketed themselves, and I mean it
Bullet
worked.
Evading tits.
But like,
Damn, have you ever seen the OVA? Damn, they go far with that.
they,
They
oh
just,
man,
they're just banging. Yeah.
they well, wasn't it
They bang
technically a dream? Wasn't like the main character like fucking in a coma?
I think it was a dream. I don't know.
That's the one where they're trapped on the island, isn't it?
Yeah.
I can't believe I still remember that. I watched that when I was like 12.
The writer's gone.
Yeah, that was sad.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. It's just because I feel like you could do so well with like animated format and zombies, and I feel like one of the things with like Western media compared to like Japanese animation is that like Western media also is a bit more, I don't know what to say, like not censored, but more like less grotesque in terms of its animation. If you know what I mean. If you've ever seen like gore in Western
Yeah,
animation,
yeah.
a lot of the time
I
it's
don't know. I think Big Mouth is pretty fucking grotesque.
it depends.
Yeah.
It depends on the show. It obviously depends on the animation style, but I think most like mainstream animation content in the West is like very cartoony.
I mean, Castlevania is super like.
Castlevania is so, but Castlevania, I like if you showed me Castlevania, right, and you didn't tell me who made it and
Think
where
it's
it's from,
anime.
I would think it was an anime. Like,
Right.
I
But it's still, you know.
I am so hyped for the fucking Devil May Cry one that's coming out. That's the
I
same
am
director.
Yeah.
too.
Oh, I can't wait to see Sassy Dante.
I feel like it's gonna be another case that the VTuber community immediately simps for him insufferably.
Oh well, yeah, like
What do you
I mean,
mean
I
the
already
VTuber
simped for him.
community?
Okay, yeah, well, look, the VTuber community is the only one I interact with. All right.
Man, that was
Aw.
so close to being so depressing before 5 came out. Dude
I've never
played
actually
Dante,
played.
but, like,
I've never actually
shot
played a
at.
Devil May Cry game. Funnily enough,
Oh, it's great.
I've
I,
heard.
I keep telling you to fucking play it.
I've seen
I
VTubers
think
play it.
I genuinely think Devil May Cry 3 has an actual like Shakespearean level story and storytelling. Like I think it's like one of the
Yeah,
best
it
games
is
ever made.
like
Well,
You're being
stories ever
serious?
told.
You're legit? Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm being serious. Yeah, it's
Okay.
fucking incredible. It's about family, generational trauma, what it means to be human. It's really good.
Sounds fun.
And
I
the
wouldn't
way
use the
he
word
rides the missile
Shakespearean
is
just because
great.
Shakespearean to me is the most boring story you can tell. But I get what you mean.
Okay. Well, someone doesn't know Shakespeare. but
well,
that's
okay, look.
Shakespeare's so fucking boring,
To
bro.
be fair, in Shakespeare, no one rode a missile or drove a bike
Exactly.
up a building, so it's clearly better.
hold
Not with
on,
that
hold on.
attitude.
It's for the text to be interpreted, obviously. You
I'm
know.
saying Devil May Cry is better than Shakespeare.
No one
Yeah.
is
Ahead of
saying
its
that you
time.
can't
Okay.
deliver Hamlet's soliloquy while riding a motorcycle and fighting demons. I feel
Alas,
like you're
poor
limiting your
Yorick.
imagination.
I'm about to fuck
Okay.
up these bitches.
This won't make
Oh,
any sense to
zombies.
either of these two, but Lorian,
Mm-hmm.
Trish or Lady?
Trish or
Trish, obviously. Come on. I
No,
don't-
you'll like Lady more.
Oh,
I know you.
let me look them up.
Trish or Lady.
Lady's more tomboyish.
You know what's
That's why I
crazy?
feel like.
Well, you know
You
what's,
think I like
strange with How
tomboys?
fucking gay I am. I don't really see them. I obviously.
Oh,
they're, like,
really?
super
Not interested
hot,
in them.
But yeah, no, I don't really see them like
Oh,
I
fair
do
enough.
like Ari League
Trish-
of Legends, where I'm just like breed.
Trish looks
I'm just
better.
like, I love these guys. These are like my fucking, my sisters, my fucking
Oh, okay, fair
my
enough.
goons. Maybe
I'm,
because like
like-
Trish is like literally made in the image of Dante's mom. And
Yeah,
some
that
people
one
ship
is a
them.
bit-
I'm little,
yeah.
uh,
Yeah.
Not
I
into
am
MILFs, are ya?
shocked you thought I was into tomboys, Tao.
I would have thought you would go for lady, honestly, more than
Nah.
you would.
prefer Trish.
Yeah, fair.
Laura, you're not into
To be fair, I
MILFs?
just prefer long hair.
I'm into MILFs, not ones that are literally made to look like my mom. That that might be
Yeah,
a little
little
too
bit
far.
too
if
much.
a demon
Wow.
lord to lure me out, right, sent a photo, an exact copy of my mom, but when she was in the 80s, right, and she was like flirty and super sexy, and like, I need to take you to a demon castle to beat a demon, I would be, I'd be a little put off. I'm gonna be honest.
Okay. All right, fair enough.
Freud is so disappointed in you right
You'd
now.
be like, I know this is a trap, but can you send this one back and get me a hollow one? I'll go, but just can we get another one in, please?
Wife swap. Let's go. The new hit reality show.
no.
MILF swap.
Yeah. But yeah, Devil May Cry
Mom
is
swap.
fucking hype.
Shakespeare's fucking hype too.
No, it's not.
I know it is not.
Yes, it
Yeah,
is.
It's really not.
Underage love story. Fuck off.
It's just.
Same with people that say Stephen King is amazing. Fuck
I
them.
don't know, it's just boring.
Oh, so you just like hating popular good things? No, I got you.
No,
Okay,
I hate
I had
writers
a
that
thought,
make
okay.
pedophilic stories.
Do you want to start a
The
discourse?
story is not. Oh wait, yeah, I think it is pedophilic. You know what?
It
No,
is.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, exactly.
I think Julieta's 16 and Romeo is 21, which at the time was less look frowned upon. Okay, I will give you
one of
that.
them's one's
At that
14,
time, she
one's
was a
16.
spinster. Are you kidding? Like, yeah.
Wait, it's
Yeah,
14
yeah.
and 16?
Yeah.
Wait, then what's wrong with that? 14-year-olds can date 16-year-olds.
Well, in the UK, like 16 is legal, 14 is not.
Don't they
Oh,
have
never
Romeo
mind.
and Juliet laws though? They're literally called that.
hmm
They,
I only know that because of Michael Bay and that weird pedophilic joke he told in that Transformers movie.
What?
that is an
You don't know
interesting
about
source of
this?
information
This
you
is
got
where
there.
I educate
I-
myself.
Well, no, but
No, I don't.
they're literally
Okay,
called
so-
Romeo and Juliet laws for like if you are. I think it's like
Yeah,
if you're dating
it's a
someone
carryover.
before you're like
So-
turn 16 and you turn 16, you're fine.
In Transformers 4, Age of Extinction,
fuck,
in
here
the
we go.
beginning of the movie, Mark Wahlberg is the main character for some fucking reason, right? And he has a daughter who's 16, right? And she's specifically 16. They chose to wrote her 16, but they could have just wrote an 8 instead of a 6, right? So he meets after like there's like a battle with like the FBI trying to kill Optimus Prime or some shit. He meets his daughter's boyfriend who's like 18 or 19, and he's like, "What are you doing dating my daughter? That's fucking illegal. Get the fuck out of here, right?" And he's like, "No. We dated when I was 17 and she was 15. It's legal based on this state's Romeo and Juliet laws." The guy, I swear to God, pulls out of his wallet the law, like this, laminated plaque with the
You gotta be
law.
prepared, you know?
I don't know, man.
Stated on the card and pulls it out. This is in the movie. This movie made so much money. And he's
this
just like,
was a
no, I'm
comedy,
legally allowed to
I
fuck
feel
your
like-
daughter,
I
sir.
feel like
If this was
anyone who
a-
has
That'd
that
be
in their
hilarious,
wallet
but-
just immediately should be arrested.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You're caught printing out that law. You should...
Oh my
My
god.
God.
If you try printing out that
The
law, your
worst
printer
way.
should just explode.
Yeah.
Mind you, the story does not change at all if the daughter is 18. There is no point.
There's so
Just
many,
needed
there's
that
so
one
much
bit. It
weird
was like,
shit
it's from
like
my
that
vision.
in media though, where you're like, why did you write them to be that age?
Yeah.
Right. Okay, that's the fucking thing I say about Stephen King is like for some reason in
Stephen
the book
King's
for It-
weird, man.
yeah, but
Oh,
in the
the
book for It,
child
the
orgy,
fucking-
yeah.
Like what?
Wait,
the
what
I
about
don't know.
what?
Have
You
you,
know,
have you
if
never
the-
read
the
It,
clown-
Dashie?
Actually, Tal, you can
No,
tell us if you want. I didn't
no.
mean to run
Have
you
you
over.
seen the movie?
Okay.
No, I don't care. But about like any. Tell
Okay,
me, tell me.
basically they like. Is it before or after they defeat the
It's
fucking?
before.
It's right before. If you've seen the movie, it's right when they all
Yeah,
gather into
it-
like the dark cave right before they like go over to fight it.
Oh, I
Yeah,
thought it was. I
they're-
thought it was
they're
when they
all
were doing the
kids.
water,
They're
the
all
water
kids.
ball jumping thing. I thought that was what the replacement was.
Yeah,
in the
basically
movie.
he writes in an awkward like child gangbang.
It's
For some
even
yeah,
in the
weird
movie, you
reason.
kind of there are some similarly weird vibes,
Oh god.
like
I
with.
still haven't been explained.
Okay, so
One
in
second.
It, right? There's like one girl who's like what, 15, what, 14,
I don't know
Okay,
the ages,
so-
but the,
and
We're talking like teenagers.
we're talking like preteen teenagers. The girl is older than the
Preteen.
guys,
Uh,
and it's just weird. There's like 4 like guys that are like 12 to 13, and one girl that's like 14, 15, and they all. It's just weird. I don't know why. I just don't get it. I don't understand
Yeah,
why.
this isn't like a teen drama or anything either. This is like
It's just such
it's
a
a
weird.
horror
horror.
movie.
Yeah.
It's a horror book. It didn't happen in the movie. My bad. It's a horror book.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah,
weird.
they chose to admit that one. It's
okay,
very sad.
thank you.
Yeah, the
I
director was
thought
like,
you were talking
"Hmm."
about like children in the single digits, and I'm like, fuck no. Oh my god, no. I wanted to leave right now. I'm so
Yeah,
sorry.
I don't know. Regardless,
Never
it's
heard
kind of
of
weird.
this.
I don't know how you could write that and not feel fucking like.
I feel sick.
It's Stephen.
It doesn't do
Queen?
anything for the story
It was the
either.
cocaine.
Like it's
Obviously.
Like, are you saying like that the it like took your mind over and they were
No, no, no. It was just them.
no. It was just
them,
them. It was
just like,
not
oh,
involved.
let's do this.
Yeah.
Oh my god. what the
3/4
fuck?
into a horror book.
'Cause, like,
it's just like
There is room in fiction for like using sort of obscene acts as a way to like build up a monster. Like a Goblin Slayer does that a bit, but it's not that. It's just there for no
Yeah, that's
fucking
what they
reason.
were doing with Goblin Slayer.
Shut up, Tom.
I fucking hate that anime.
You
It's
hated
so
that?
bad.
It was bad. I hated it, but not for people hated on the first episode, and I was like, I think the first episode sets
No,
like
the
an
world
interesting
building
tone.
doesn't make
It was
sense.
after that
and-
pissed me off.
Yeah, the world building doesn't make sense. The character is like a fucking redditor and thinks he's so fucking cool.
I like the
right? And
character.
the characters
He's
don't
funny.
have names.
But yeah,
They're like it's so stupid.
to me, the thing that pissed me off about that, it wasn't the first. I liked the first episode, if only because I thought it set an interesting tone for the world, right? In that it was
yeah,
very
it did
dark,
feel like it was.
and it was going down
it
like a
was-
very,
Yeah.
you know, everyone can die. That's why the characters don't have names, right? Like they're all, you know, generic, can
And
be
then it just
replaced.
turned into your
But
normal
then it just,
fantasy
yeah,
anime.
then it just like went in this weird back and forth where like for half of the episode it would be dark, gritty. Oh my god, this is horrific. And then the other half it's like, oh my god, Goblin Slayer, do you want to fuck cowgirl? And it's like, what are we doing here, man?
This is why Interspecies Reviewers is the best fantasy anime
You
ever.
have been
Look,
talking about interspecies reviewers.
Tao,
What do you want-
fucking
okay, let's
good
Tao,
anime.
let's talk
It's
about
a
what
good
Tao wants to talk
anime.
about. Tell
Is this a
me
good time for
about
me to piss?
interspecies reviewers. What do you want to say? Go
this
ahead.
is good.
he just wants to fuck monster girls, I think.
It's literally it's such a good hentai. It's very sex positive.
It's not even,
and
it's an anime technically, I think.
well, it's
It's
kind
ecchi,
it's
isn't
more
it?
like
Crunchyroll licensed it and then immediately backpedaled. That was funny.
yeah, that was great.
Crunchyroll.
Crunchyroll licensed it, and then like a week after announcing it, we're like, "Oh, we're
No, it's
we're not gonna
Funimation.
do-" Was it
They got like
Funimation?
3 episodes of the dub
Yeah.
done.
Yeah, they got 3 episodes done, and then they're
Fucking
like, "Wait, hang on." Oh, hey,
Oh
Lopi.
fuck the rabbits here. Shit, everyone talk normal.
Lopi
Ayo.
doesn't know what sex
Uh,
is. It's fine.
Oh, okay. Good.
Lopi, how's
She's a
that gamer
rabbit.
stuff,
She needs
right?
to. It's like part of the rabbit gene.
Do we have to
Just
spell it out so it like that treat thing where it's
Do
just like
not.
would
Do
you
not the rabbit.
K-A-K-E me,
Not
you
the
know, like
rabbit.
that.
I haven't actually seen Interspecies Reviewers though. I've heard about
It-
it.
I haven't
You-
seen it either.
It's
I've
Laura, you would love it.
seen
and
memes
I'd
about
love
it. That's about it. I just know it's very, very lewd. About
It's
it.
hilarious and it's really
yeah.
clever and very sex positive. Exactly. And I don't know why
They-
I got
They're
the reviews it
inventive
did.
with it.
Stupid.
Like there's a whole like they go to a barbecue like Korean barbecue style restaurant where it's
Mhm.
like is it a salamander girl?
Yes.
Yeah.
Salamander girls.
Yeah.
Amazing.
It's just
Mhm.
inventive with it.
They take
rather
they
than
take
just
the
being,
thin piece
"Haha,
of steak like and they place it between by the snooch on the snooch, and when they take it off, it's like shaped in their snooch. It's pretty Lori, I
Oh,
swear you need to check
It's
it out.
definitely
fucking
creative.
amazing.
Interesting.
amazing.
Interesting. And one
Also,
hand,
it's very
I'm
funny.
like cool. On the other hand, I'm like gross. But you know,
Right. You just gotta check it out though. It's like a train wreck, but it's
Please do not the rabbit.
don't go into it going, oh
Coach
yeah, I'm
steak,
about to.
coach
I
make
mean,
something
I've
out."
seen it. It's not the kind of show I'd probably watch really in my off time, but
Nah, do it
we should
right when
watch
your
it
for the
parents
comedy.
together.
oh my
Oh.
god, we
And
definitely
creativity,
shouldn't
nothing
watch it
else.
together.
That would
We
be
should
hilarious.
watch it.
We'd have to do it on the
together.
or, we'd have to do it on Orange YouTube or whatever it is.
Well, the new show from me and Lorian, hopefully soon.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Just IRL interspecies reviewers.
What?
Oh!
I'm pretty sure that's
Oh!
illegal, but you know,
No.
Oh, right. There's no monster girls in real life.
What's
Fuck.
up, deadbeat?
I don't know. I
But
think
anyway,
just
watch it for
prostitution
the
is
comedy
illegal.
and the
in real
creativity. They come up with some good shit and creative shit.
Yes.
so.
I can't remember what the last anime I watched was. Fuck,
I
man.
can't either.
Big mouth.
It's been
Oh, maybe
s-
Cyberpunk.
It has been so long since I actually sat down and watched.
Yeah, probably Cyberpunk for me as well, because I rewatched it a
Yeah.
few months ago.
Like, we played Bingo. Lopi, your life confuses and scares me sometimes. Man, where
Alright,
is
I
What's
gotta
she
take a-
saying? What's she saying?
it's just being around.
Also, hi, Lopi.
What is the last? Oh, I know Jobless Reincarnation got a season 2. Jujutsu Kaisen got a season 2. I haven't watched that either.
I gotta go pee. I gotta go pee.
All right, run.
Okay.
All
You
right.
got any help?
See you later.
No?
What's
Okay.
the?
Yes, I need help.
Masamune Comes Revenge got a second season. How the fuck did that happen? Rent a Girlfriend got season 3. What is happening?
Oh god, you like really
Ridiculous.
trash anime.
I don't like. I never watched Rent a Girlfriend. I just know it's shit.
Okay.
This is why I'm
Everyone I
questioning.
know fucking hates Gaunt's opinion
Mhm.
for fucking Rent a Girlfriend.
Well, no,
Fucking
Garnet is the reason that show got any fucking traction. Oh no, it's
Mm.
not Rent a Girlfriend. What is it? What is the one with the really, really good fucking OP?
That does not describe anything.
It's
Yeah,
not-
there's way too many.
No, it's the one where it's like
This
the
season?
teacher. It's the one where like the teacher becomes his like sister-in-law.
Hey yo, what?
What?
It's like
Excuse
this. I fucking can't remember what it is. It's not Scum's Wish. What is it called? It's something Girlfriend. I can't fucking remember, but like the teacher
me?
becomes.
Sensei girlfriend.
So like
I don't know.
the dude has like this fucking affair going on with his teacher, and then his dad, domestic girlfriend. That's what it's called. The
I don't know.
teacher marries his like dad or something, and so they become like siblings, but they
That
still have this
sounds
affair going on. It is
awful.
literally a trash fire. I haven't actually watched like the full thing. I just know roughly what happens. But it has one of the best openings ever. And like one of the top comments on the opening on YouTube is like, you could literally have used this for any other show. What the fuck?
I am looking forward to Panty and Stocking season 2 so much, but also I'm looking forward to all the fucking people that are going to be like
Oh my god.
doing twit longers about it.
Devil
You
is
know,
a
I
part-
ask you this every time, Tao. Is it a
Yeah.
remake or is it like a continuation?
Season 2. It is literally a
Oh,
continuation,
all right.
even though the last one ended.
Devil is a
Yeah.
Part-Timer got a second season. Did either you two watch that? That's a good show.
Wait,
I started to, but
Devil
then
is a
nothing
part-timer?
happened.
Yeah, it got a second
Yeah,
season.
season 2, 10 years later.
I was
or
about
8
to
years.
say.
Something dumb.
I was like, I just saw that and I was like, what? I remember watching that like a decade
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah, that was really good. I like
And
that
also
one.
apparently the
Madoka.
vending machine
Maduka Magook.
the vending machine isekai apparently got an anime adaptation somehow.
Amazing.
That is, have you seen that, Tao?
Which one? Sorry.
The vending machine isekai.
I've seen of it. I
didn't-
refuse to watch.
I don't know
isekais.
how-
I fucking
I don't know
cannot
how they
deal
got-
with them anymore.
I'm
Some
an
of them are good.
isekai. Do you watch me?
No.
ReZero is good. ReZero is probably
Sit
my
on this
favorite
Tom.
isekai.
The only isekai I watch is Konosuba because shit's fun.
Because you're a basic bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not. I don't think there's anything wrong with isekai. Like, yeah, it's oversaturated, but it's interesting.
Yeah,
Why not?
it's the dumb one.
I don't know.
It
It's.
takes on too much.
I
I
think
don't
it's.
want any more, but if
prob-
it's there, why not? You know?
Yeah.
It's like a concept. It depends on like how you do it. It's like
Yeah.
the multiverse is like a really interesting, awesome idea to play with. But like if you suck at story writing, you're gonna make a
Mm.
shitty multiverse.
Right,
Yeah,
you
story,
gotta
you
like-
know?
establish some shit before you try to play around in there. Yes.
Yeah, like the ones that I see there, it's just like, oh, I died and now I'm in a harem.
They're all
world.
the
It's like,
fucking
well,
same.
you could have just had a harem.
Yeah.
Like you could have just started them off.
That's the thing that bugs me is that like I feel like a lot of time in these shows the isekai part just takes away from the fantasy part, and so you end up with this really shitty
Yeah.
fantasy world that is never given any depth because it's just generic fantasy world for the main character
I
to
think
go
I
to.
think one that was really good with that. It's a weird anime. It's like Tanya the Terrible or something.
Oh yeah, Tanya.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I need to watch
so,
that. That's on my list.
It's like a guy who's like a mega super smart
Yeah.
weird dude and like he gets killed and he doesn't believe in God, right? So God is like upset that he doesn't believe in him, so he kills him with a train and he's just like, you better believe in me or I'll fucking kill you. And he's like, I will never
Yeah.
believe in you, dude. Just fucking kill me, end my existence. And God is like, what? So God
Yes.
sends him to an isekai, to another world where he is a tiny poor ass girl in the middle of like a World War II type
Yeah,
situation.
becomes the
And-
lolly Nazi. It's great.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, I guess, yeah. And then he uses his, because he still has his brain so that he could suffer as much knowing like what he had and what he lost.
Mhm.
So he uses that super intelligent, super brain, all the knowledge he knows of like from being in a modern world to like become like a general in the army, in the Nazi army. It's
Yeah.
Yeah, one.
And
So
he just fights with God the entire time. That I love. That's a great concept.
well, that's
Like, he
because
just-
like the world, the isekai part of the world was built into it. You know, it was a very integral part of the story. Was the isekai? It wasn't just like a footnote of yep, character goes.
yeah.
Which is, I think, the thing that most shows do that annoys me is that like you could have just written a fantasy story and had character be
Recreators
born.
was an
there.
awesome reverse Sasaki thing, and
Recreators
legit was
is
the
good
best
as well.
ending in anime.
Recreators
Incarnation, kind of?
Recreators
Or
is
what?
a Slider gave a super chat saying Recreators was awesome. It was like a reverse isekai where the characters that like authors had made in their stories came into the real world. It's pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, Jobless Reincarnation got a. Jobless Reincarnation annoys me because the world is really cool and it does a really good job of capturing like the fantasy aspect, but then also the main character is the worst. So
Yeah, man. Oof.
Pen, have you ever seen Gate?
I have. I've seen parts of it.
Isn't that? Didn't they fall on their face?
The only
Everything
thing
was going
about
great,
Gate
and then
that
it
was
Yeah.
redeemable was the fucking Rory and her drip.
Gate. The only thing redeemable about Gate is the fact that it would make for great AMV
Rosa.
material in like 2007.
There are a lot of good Gate AMVs.
It's just the Japanese military shooting elves.
To be fair, it's such a good fucking concept though. Of like, okay, we have isekai, but what if the military got involved and we had actual, like, could modern military
Like a
be
war.
like isekai fantasy story? It's a good idea, but then it just kind of went into.
But then they
generic
realized, wait, we
girl.
have helicopters and guns.
Yeah, well, it wouldn't really be a good
they
fight,
should
would
have
it?
made like Game of Thrones has dragons that are literally WMDs. If they really wanted to play with the concept, that's what they should have had the fantasy world. Like make it a match so it's a fight, not just like a
Yeah,
slaughter,
like
you
give
know?
magic a bit more like power to it. Oh,
Yeah.
that's a really good one. Have you ever seen Drifters?
I've heard of it. I haven't seen it.
It's like historical figures get kicked, like when they die in our world, they end up getting kicked into like this fantasy world to fight these two gods like proxy war.
I think a
But it's
dragon
like-
get missed by attack helicopter.
Well, yeah, no, a fucking dragon gets fucking annihilated by a fucking plane. You got like Billy the Kid and shit just rolling around with guns.
Sounds like
just
Fate,
messing
but with
them up.
more steps.
Yeah, no, it is, but it's good. And
I still
not
remember. Have you
convoluted
seen
like
Fate
Fate.
Zero?
Interesting.
Have you seen Fate Zero,
Sounds-
Tal?
No.
There's a bit where
What was
fucking
that?
Lancelot gets a hold of a fighter jet and ends up fighting Gilgamesh with it. It's
Jesus
fucking funny.
Christ. What were you saying, Dad?
Dash?
Lori.
Oh.
Lori.
I
Lori.
was corrected. Skybird has corrected me from Tanya, the Terrible. So after he was about to get killed, he was just like, "Just end my existence, I hate you," and he was mocking God. So God threatened him with rebirth, and then he started panicking, and then he got reborn as a small Nazi malnourished child.
Here's an would you consider Dr. Stone an isekai?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like even with Tao, with Lori saying The Walking Dead, it's the same world, but it's not.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, I wouldn't describe
what
it
is what is
You
a different
wouldn't.
world? You know what's the
Dr.
definition?
Stone is really good though. You should watch Dr. Stone.
It is. It's interesting.
I went to Florida once. That was like a different world.
Florida
I
is
know,
the
that's what I'm
OG
saying.
isekai.
Don't set Lopi off.
Lopi is unfortunately from Florida.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, don't
Oh my
apologize,
God.
sir. She deserves it.
Oh, never mind. Get
Hang on,
fucked.
aren't you in that one place that everyone memes on?
Canada?
No, no, that's Lopi again.
Oh.
Rose is there. Rose is here too.
From
She's
California,
from
don't lie.
Florida. What's up, Rose? Yeah, no. I have no issues with Florida. I just know that people say shit about it.
I have
Okay,
all the issues
cool.
with Florida. But yeah,
Why?
I think my
there?
my top isekai. I have actually been to Florida.
You have? Oh, okay then. In
You-
that case. Right. Okay.
Where is that?
Well, Disneyland is in Florida, so I went there when I was like
Where's
5.
that?
Disney World is in Florida.
Same thing.
Oh,
Shut up.
no.
No, it's not the same thing. Shut up. It's,
It's
a
not the
different
same
world.
thing.
It's
not the
literally
same
the
thing.
same
It's
thing.
literally the same
literally
fucking
the
thing.
same thing.
Literally
What are we
not
talking
the
about?
same thing.
Disneyland,
Right,
Disney World.
One's a corporate hellscape, the other's a corporate hellscape.
They're both corporate hellscapes. Doesn't mean they're the same thing.
They're the same
I
thing.
mean,
They're both Disney
yeah.
themed
Okay, you
parks
clearly
with
have
rides.
not been to both.
no, I've never been to either.
Yeah, shut the fuck up then.
No, I refuse to to back down.
He's
on
Guys,
British.
welcome
He's
to
allowed
Oshi
to
Talk.
have allowed to have an opinion without any basis. All right, it's his
that. Yeah.
it's
Not
his
me.
racial
No, that is
buff.
the
No,
right of
not me for them.
Americans. It's in our Constitution. Fuck you. Hoorah! USA! USA! USA!
America, shut up.
See-
Mute.
You see,
Mute. No, okay.
Lorian, I already know I lost this argument 10 minutes ago. You can't win. Because I already know I'm
We haven't
wrong.
been arguing
Oh,
for
I
10
already,
minutes.
Lost,
I already
you can't
won this
win.
argument 25 minutes ago. You can't. Wait.
Oh, Shield Hero. Wait, Goblin Slayer's getting a season 2, and so Shield
Is it?
Shield Hero's getting
Are
a
we
season
back on
3.
this?
Sorry,
Anyway,
Um,
what we...
You're in your own world. And
Doctor Stone's getting another
Florida,
season as well.
Florida. The conversation
Why
was
am I
Florida.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
anybody
yeah.
want to
the
adopt a
hellscape.
rainbow chick?
Rainbow chick? No, sorry.
The demon
Oh,
sword
yeah,
master.
Britain.
Tao,
Who's 2-0 versus Britain? That's right, USA, bitch. Suck my dick.
Tao, do you want to hear?
That's why we
Do you
got
wanna hear
Disney
the most
World and we
generic-
invented nukes.
Do you want to hear the most generic anime title ever?
If it gets me out of this conversation with Lorian, yes.
The demon sword master of Excalibur Academy.
Oh my god.
How many
I bet in the
buzzwords?
Japanese, that's like.
How many fantasy
5,000
buzzwords do you want to
words.
shove into one fucking title? Wait, 100 Girlfriends got a fucking anime adaptation?
100 go.
It's a harem, but the author is committed to giving the guy 100 actual girlfriends, and
That
he's not
sounds
joking.
Fucking terrible.
Okay, I think you need to stop watching anime. I think
Yeah.
that's
I've never watched the anime. I've
come
read the
across.
manga though.
What? That's.
It's fucking
worse.
funny. It is unironically funny. There's a girlfriend that is literally just addicted to drugs. Like that is her thing. She just
Yep,
likes
that's
drugs.
hilarious.
drug
That's
addiction.
That's the funniest thing in the world. Drug
Yeah.
addiction. Yep.
Well,
There.
the drugs do turn her into like, you know, I think they change her gender and shit. It's very funny.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I'm
Look.
Are you
scared.
saying she's on tea? Is that the drug she's on?
I don't know. They're mythical drugs. Like, if you don't think drugs can be funny, you've obviously never been to
Hormoned.
Scotland.
Yeah. Oh god.
What the fuck?
Don't.
Train,
don't ever go to
train
Scotland.
spotting is a fucking classic.
It is, but. Shut up.
They're not gonna know what we're talking about.
No, they're not.
Shut up.
Oh, last night Lorian was learning some roadman slang. It was great.
And I probably forgot all of it.
Yeah, probably. Do you remember how's your father?
That's apparently an invitation to have sexual intercourse.
Yeah, it is, and I'm very confused as to
What
how
is-
that makes sense.
That's from Austin Powers.
What
no,
is this?
no. Austin Powers got it from somewhere.
I'm giving the disgraced noble lady I rescued a crash course in naughtiness. That is a fucking anime title. Good job.
Okay, so you need to
Oh,
stop
no.
watching anime.
But this
Yeah,
is
you really
funny.
do.
Nobody needs to stop watching.
I'm literally just
anime.
looking
They
at the
need to get
seasonal.
better.
I'm looking at the seasonal anime. It's fucking funny.
They need to get good.
Hang on, my daughter left. Hang on, what's this one? My daughter left the nest and returned an S-rank adventurer.
I
Honestly,
need to
you
know
know
what the
how...
longest anime titles are. I need a list of
Oh,
that.
it's just these.
What is? There's the one. There's one that's like at the end of the world. What is it called? It's like
I'm looking up long anime titles.
Do you ever just think like?
it's like will you
I
miss
never
me?
think
ever.
Will you be there at the end of the world? It's something like that.
Sometimes I just think that like the fucking Ghibli guy that hates anime is right.
Oh yeah, this guy. World end. What do you do at the end of the world? Are you busy? Will you save us? That is the anime. That is the anime title.
I hate it.
They
Do they realise that that's a tagline,
They
not
put
a-
3 questions in the title.
Oh my god.
That's commitment. Ado sang the song for Spy Family
Why
Season
do we
2.
title
I
our
assume that's meant to be
shows like
Spy
that?
Family and not Soup Family,
Yeah.
Lopi. Although Soup Family is the spin-off I'm waiting for.
Soup
Shapeshifter
family.
ventures to Raccoon City. What will she do there? Will she die? Find out here.
Oh yeah, you can plug your stream. plug.
I have a lot of places you can plug things in. Boom.
Soups.
Okay, that wasn't what I was expecting.
Oh
but sure.
fuck, the Horse Girl anime got a Season 3.
Hang on, that's a fucking
Fuck the
huge...
horse girl. What?
Oh no, not this again. No.
We've came full circle. You not seen the Horse Girl anime? I've seen clips of it.
No, I've not
seen-
seen horse girl.
fucking
anime.
funny. Well,
It's just
I don't
like
know if the show.
trap
I don't know if the
anime, but they
show's.
have
I don't know if the
horses.
show's funny. I've only seen clips, but it looks fucking ridiculous. It is literally like horse racing, but except the horses are anime girls. But they have all the same shit of like, okay, we need to keep your legs in shape, but they're just girls running. It's funny.
Did they still get paid the same amount?
I don't know. I
for
haven't
the-
seen the show.
Do
I
they
just-
work out their upper half?
Do you need to?
No, they're not. They're
I
not
don't- I
like
wouldn't think so,
centaurs.
yeah.
They're like just. They just have like horse ears. It's.
Yeah, no,
Wait,
yeah,
they're
that's the
not
thing. They're not centaurs. They're just
No.
actual, just normal girls, but they have horse
But
ears. But
with
they
horse
they
ears.
treat them like horses. It's fucking weird.
That's a kink. That
is,
you can't
yeah.
tell me that,
That
that's
does
like a world
sound
building
like the
thing.
artist
That's
is poorly described kink. Wow.
I saw in a
So
prescript
they're
for one of the
literal
girls
girls,
sprained
like
her
they're running
ankle,
track.
and they put her down behind the shit.
Yeah.
Okay,
They
they're-
treat them like
I don't
horse.
know. I think they're anthro. It's called. It's just ears and tail,
Mm.
that's
that-
not
that-
anthro.
For some
like
reason they
Kino-
race,
Kino no
like-
Mimi.
and then they're treated as horses. They get their legs massaged and they get put.
That's
masks
Yeah,
on,
that's
and
somewhat
they just
yeah.
run on
That's-
2
that's-
legs.
Someone
That
just
sounds
really
like-
liked legs and was like, how do I get this into an anime?
I want that to be like my manga title when I just like my poorly But my poorly disguised fetish in the form of a novel or whatever. Like,
Horimiya got another fucking season. Horimiya is so boring.
can you get off Mao, please?
No. I'm having fun. That's probably a hard.
I don't know if you know this. We're running a podcast right now. You're live to like a couple
Yeah.
people. So
Yeah, and you just keep talking
Only-
in the middle.
Who
Come
do
on.
care?
Also, hey Spartan.
Who cares?
Spartan, what up?
spot
I'm just
in.
looking at anime, bro.
Spartan.
Have you seen-
Yeah, we know.
Have you seen Horimiya Tao?
No, I don't.
No.
Don't
It's-
watch
it's
anime.
very
What
boring.
the fuck is this shit? I just watch VTubers that are less.
Yeah, that's way
like,
better.
online.
Obviously, you have much higher standards.
He is cute though. Like it's not like it's not like misunderstandings. Oh, tsundere.
They took
Oh,
the
we
entire
never get together. They actually
soul.
get together
I know,
and they
but-
work as a couple. Like,
Yeah, so it was good for like the first few like chapters that I read it, where I was like, oh cool, they both have distinct personalities, and then they got together, and then they
Yeah.
fucking genericified the entire show.
Oh,
It is the
yeah,
worst.
no, I only saw like the first thing.
Yeah,
you
well,
ever-
If it gets done, good then I will.
it's I know well because
Trash
the main
is-
guy has like long hair and piercings, and he actually has like a unique aesthetic. But then like after they get together, I think the girl's friends take him aside and are like, no, we need to beautify you, and then they just turn him into
Oh,
generic
God.
anime boy, and I'm like, oh, cringe.
Have you ever seen
Yeah.
I know.
Have you ever seen
disgusting.
To Love Ru? It's
Yes.
fucking such a trash. Like he's
To
fucking
Love Ru was
married to the main
based.
girl,
To Love Ru
and
was
then they never
based.
like after like season 1, they never talk to the main girl that he's married to.
They always
like,
focus on the
legally
most
married.
boring fucking girl in
I
those shows,
know.
though. Like, literally, the main character encounters like pink-haired aliens that are fucking wild, but he's still hopped up on the most boring girl ever known to exist.
Yeah.
So I
That's
don't.
Is
like,
this the one where
um,
they have to drink bodily fluids to?
No.
live?
No,
No, that is
I
not
think
that.
that's on a different
What
site,
the
Dashie.
fuck?
This podcast is my favorite anime.
But or
Thank
do
you,
they have
Sully,
to
for the
plug
super
in their
chat.
tails to some ass?
No, that's Avatar.
Oh wait, no, there is a tail plugging thing in
What?
To Love Ru. Do you remember?
Okay.
Oh,
I'm close. I knew it.
Don't
I
they
know
like
it's-
meld together like Avatar or some shit?
Yeah,
don't
don't
I can't
they
remember.
need?
What
They
the
need-
hell?
You might be
looking for
thinking of
humans,
what's
it's
it called?
sexual.
It's like There's definitely one where the main character's like main power is like
Quasar?
drinking
Quasar?
titty milk. I just can't remember what it's called.
Quasar? Quasar?
Quasar. Yeah, Quasar is what you're thinking of. That was it.
Yeah, no, that no.
I've only ever read the synopsis of that one, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna not.
We're gonna give this one a pass.
We're gonna
So
pass
most-
on this one.
Most anime you know, you've read the source
Most
material.
anime I know, I've either read the source material or I've read like the summary or seen clips or something.
I'm
Very rarely
so
have I
sorry.
actually watched a show.
Yeah, that's...
I just don't have the time or
Lorian-
motivation to sit down and be like, yeah,
you
let's
do
watch.
have the time. You just don't have the
Well,
motivation.
It's just I'm never in a
Lorian, me
in a
and you just
mood.
need to get together.
I'm never in a
I'll get
mood
you
to
the
like
right
sit down
animes
and
to
be
watch.
like,
Thank you.
man, I want to watch 25 minutes of anime. Like it's just, I don't know. I think it's the TikTok brain. It's corrupted me.
You've been warped.
Commit.
Dead serious though, Lori. Would you join
Yeah.
one of my reactions for one of?
Oh,
Like,
God.
anything? We'll see.
Sure, yeah. I'm
Oh,
down.
fucking
I like
yeah.
content. I like making funny content, hanging out with you guys. You guys are really cool.
It's true. It's true. I'm glad you know the facts.
Are we? Oh wait,
She's
that's
talking
one.
to
Favorite
me.
harem anime is the one where the
Oh.
main girl is Nyarlathotep. Oh, what is that called? She's not even really Nyarlathotep though. They kind of ruined that as well. It was. What was it?
Nekopara,
What
my
was it?
favorite
It wasn't
anime.
Nekopara. What was it?
All right.
I hate
You know what?
Nekopara so much.
Nekopara is one of the again. It's like didn't need to make the cat girls only like 10 months old, but you just did for
For fuck
fucking
you.
horrendous reasons.
And another thing that I really hate about the Nekopara's world building is that the cats are essentially slaves and it's never
Yeah.
addressed ever. It is a race of people, cat girls, who are slaves, subservient, and the main character just has his slaves and fucks his slaves. That's the plot.
When are we
And it's
getting the
so-
cat girl
It's so
revolution
cute.
arc?
Also, oh my
The
god,
Civil
yes,
War.
that would be amazing.
That I would watch that. I would watch that shit.
That's another thing they never bring up is the fact that they like live the same age as cats. So like
Yeah,
You
so
know,
they're
you're-
like 2, and it's like what?
also the fact that they like
Really?
die at 13.
Oh wait, so they say that they.
Yeah, no, they have the same lifespans as cats.
There's
so they're
a
like the main
weird
girls are like,
trend in anime of just
2
being like
years.
kind of
It's weird.
okay with slavery,
Tao?
and I don't know that I
Tao?
vibe with it.
Yeah.
Tao.
yes.
Thank you. What did you say, Tao? I was listening. What about that?
Oh yeah, they have like cat lifespans. So the main character girls are like 2 years old or something. It's really weird. But
Yeah,
they're like
Horrible.
they're physically the same age, but they're just the writer is like no, but they're 2. And
See,
it's
that's
like,
uncomfortable.
that's
Like, why did you write it
yeah,
like that? Like,
yeah,
why?
exactly. There was no, they don't look any different. They don't like anything is different.
Oh,
Just they
Just-
felt the need to write it.
I would
So
watch
fucking weird.
Catgirl Revolution anime.
Yeah,
though.
that does actually sound great.
But like, have you
Like-
noticed that in like isekais and shit? There's like a weird trend. Like, why is anime so cool with slavery? Like, you ever see that?
yes.
It was the same thing
there's
with
always slavery.
It was the same thing
Always.
with like Raftalia and Shield Hero. It was also kind of weird. Like, they use it initially as like a way to show how far the main character has fallen, where he's like so fucked in the head that he's okay with slavery, right? Which is like, okay, that's an interesting character plot, right? Because if you haven't seen Shield Hero, basically the main character gets like framed for a crime. He gets isekai'd with a bunch of other heroes, but he gets framed for a crime, and so the entire populace turns against him, and he loses all of his like cool hero shit. And because he's a shield hero, he can't do damage, so he can't get XP and level up, so he's basically fucked, right? So his only solution, because nobody will party up with him because he got framed, and he can't get any XP by himself, so he like buys a slave to deal damage for him. So it's like an interesting.
Yeah, that's so weird.
It's weird, but it's like an interesting way to have like a character motivation of like this character is so fucked, he's been so like driven into the dirt that he is willing to go to this depth, right? So initially you're like,
it's
okay,
to show you got to do what you got to do in
Yeah,
this world to survive.
but then
basically.
he gets over it and he becomes like good guy again in quotation marks. But then he just keeps buying slaves, and you're like,
Oh.
hello. Also, there's a whole thing where like the slave he buys is like a 6-year-old girl, and you're like, okay, that's weird. And then she like ages up, and you're like, that's weird. And then they start going out, and you're like, I think I see where you're going with this author. You see what I mean? Where like initially you're like, okay, that's maybe a cool character, but oh no, we're back to anime again. Great, thank you,
Yeah.
good for that.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget.
when everyone
Oh
got-
yeah, the re-enslavement was weird. She got freed, and then she's like, no, I want to be yours. It's like, what? Excuse me.
Who does?
Oh
Wait,
god, that's so
The main girl in that gets like her because there's like a whole fucking crest thing that makes them have to do what they're told. It's a weird kink thing.
Okay.
And at one point it gets taken off her, and you're like, okay, so we're moving on in the relationship. We're moving past this
know
weird
what's
point,
really
and she's like,
funny?
no, I want it back, and you're like, what?
That feels like the perfect setup for a plot where the main character, since he's like an outcast anyway, he rallies a group of rebels and buys free slaves to start a revolution to change the status
Well,
quo.
he-
And I realized I think that's the plot of Final Fantasy 16.
Well, I think the thing is, I think later in Shield Hero, he does do that. There's just this weird interim period where he is like just okay with slavery, and it's like, okay.
Remember when like people got pissed off at Cyberpunk because Rebecca looked a bit young, and then this shit's going on and no one cares.
But to be fair, I think it's because Cyberpunk was like a more mainstream anime. It hit more of like the
Yeah.
mainstream Western audience.
Even though she was just petite. she
Most
wasn't,
anime
like,
fans are
big.
just desensitized to this shit. You see it and you're like, fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Yeah, I was gonna say something about it being like American.
American.
Yeah.
Oh, why? Why do we
Anime
have to go
makes
to
me
such
tired.
lengths?
Yeah.
The plot's
I
So-
can understand the what is it, the appeal to fantasy slavery, in that, you know, telling a story where you're in a slave that escapes and fights the system, and you deal with that sort of story like on a tabletop game, right? In like a safe environment where you explore those stories. That I understand, but I also do feel like most fantasy worlds just have slavery in there because
Yeah,
they
well,
don't do much with it, and it
it's-
feels
Yeah.
It is, well, it's an interesting world building thing you can have, and it's like, it can be an interesting character motivation, but only if you like actually use it as that and not as just a weird kink thing, you know?
yeah.
Django Unchained was my favorite anime. Let's be
My
honest.
favorite isekai.
Exactly. Yeah, that was a good one.
No, I get it. I get it. I get to do the slavery thing if you're like desperate and you have to get by in the world. But then
Yeah.
cut the shit when you're stable.
Yeah.
Or make it like a plot thing. Like
Exactly. Like
Mhm.
like realize as you fall in love or know this slave person that you hire, they're just like, wait a minute, these
Yeah.
are people. They should not be
See,
chained.
but-
He's old.
that's another thing in Drifters. Like, you know how I was saying like all the big leaders and powerful people came into this world. They say in the plot like Hitler got reincarnated
Mhm,
into that
mhm.
world like 100 years prior. So all the humans are just assholes because Hitler was basically running the country. For,
Yeah, that
like-
checks that.
So all the like
Jesus
dwarves and
fucking Christ.
no, but then it's like all the dwarves and elves are like enslaved, and the main characters are like freeing them and basically saving them
There is
to
just a
not be
weird amount of
dealing with the shit.
slavery in anime.
See, that
like,
sounds kind of cool, actually.
Why is
Yeah, well they like want to recreate guns because this fantasy world doesn't have guns, and so they're like, oh, we have to go see the dwarves because they're the only ones with skills to actually fucking make these things because the elves are all
Mm.
shit.
There is like a weird non-consensual thing going on with anime. Have you ever noticed that? Where they're always, it's always some.
Wow, you.
Have I ever noticed
Wow.
it? Jeez.
Wow.
Hold up.
I know,
What's
but
today?
like, why is it so fucking like
Prominent.
everywhere?
I feel like that's getting into social commentary on Japan that we shouldn't go near.
But it's just
Well,
so
no,
weird.
no, no.
Dab,
Yeah, let's be
dab,
clear. We're
dab,
talking
dab,
anime,
dab.
not a country. So.
I don't know, man. I just see it and it's so weird. It's like you could have just had them both be like down with it and okay and have a healthy relationship, but you just
You could.
decided that the girl has a seal on her that makes her like mind controlled. Why'd you do that? Didn't add anything to the story. It just makes me feel weird.
So does like, you know, being in love with your little sisters. Why does that happen? Why does that
Yeah, that's a
happen?
weird one
Oh,
as well.
And they okay to us, or at least to me and what I've known and my friends, when it's your stepbrother, especially like when you're super older, and you fall in love, and then our parents, like I just don't consider them to be like, oh my god, you are now incest. Like that was our parents' decisions. Like
We're gonna
I don't
get
know,
into the
maybe I'm
morality of
saying some
incest. I'm
bullshit
down.
now. I don't know. I'm dumb.
Wait, I have this. Hold on. I have this. Oh no. I'm stalling for time.
It's okay.
Solid
What?
time.
Oh.
Quick, everyone stare at
What
her.
are you doing, step bro?
Oh, for God's
Thank
sake.
you. Thank you.
To be fair, that's not even just an anime thing. There is like an actual, like everywhere that is a
Yeah, that's-
weird.
Okay, no,
Oh, is that
the
big
stepbro
everywhere?
thing,
I know
yeah.
it's big in America.
No, I'm talking about like the legit little sister and the legit big brother. That's what I'm
Hmm.
talking. Like, why?
It's
does
just a
that need to
weird
happen?
dynamic. I just don't.
Yeah, I guess it's.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I have sisters. It's just weird.
I'm an only child, and I think it's fucking weird.
Yeah. It's just.
Unless it's twins, right, Dash?
Oh, shut up! Shut up! All of
Aw.
you that. Oh my god! Why is that? All right, I don't know if Lorian, you were here before. I'm a twin, right? And whenever
Mhm.
like we'd like go to parties and stuff, and like be together there, like the guys would be like, "Dude, you're twins? Kiss."
What?
Fuck off!
Huh?
Like that's my sibling. That's my
Ah.
sibling. Why? And it still happens. Why?
Is that a...
Oh God.
Who thought that was a
It
good
happens
idea?
all the time. It has happened my entire adult life.
They're obviously anime
Jesus
fans.
Christ. Oh God.
We should
Ugh.
make out.
Hey, Beans. Beans says hi.
Hello. What up,
Fuck you,
man?
Oh, super chat, Beans.
Don't be nice to him. Tell him to fuck off.
Don't be nice to him.
So-
Kill him.
Okay,
Slaughter
so
them
when
in
I'm
cold
mean
blood.
to my chat, you guys are like, oh, why, you should be nicer. But when I'm
No, I'm
nice
just
to
saying-
them, you're like, nah, fuck them.
Only beans. I don't give a shit about everyone else.
Is that
I want you to
Bellum?
be nice to everyone.
Yeah, it's Bell.
Okay, fuck. Why does he have so many names? I can't keep track
Because
of
he's
them.
a cock.
Okay, but
He's a
I am
hog.
very, very curious though. Don't just answer because I like really can't stand what I just said with the twins. But out there in chat, seriously, are you
Okay.
about the twin stuff, or did you just
Was
like
not
not
expecting
think
to
of the
hear
fact
this
that
when
we're
I walked
siblings?
in.
Like,
Hi,
why?
Dash and Tal.
I don't know.
Lori.
All you need to do is ask how many of them are Fuwa Moko fans.
Like
The fuck
a lot
is
of people
that?
have like twin fantasies where they get to like have a threesome with the twins.
Yeah.
But okay, weird still, because that's still my sister. But and let's say we never like touch. That's still weird. Everything's weird. Stop it.
Yeah, bow bow. Can we get some bow bows in chat?
This is what anime has done to the youth.
Yeah, maybe Mark Twain was right.
Mark Twain?
He hates anime. Isn't that what he said in his manifesto?
I don't think that was.
I never
What?
read it. I read
Mark
I read the cliff notes. Okay, I figured that's what he said.
Am I thinking of the right person? Didn't Mark Twain write Huckleberry Finn?
Oh, I thought he wrote the Communist Manifesto. No, that was
No,
Karl
that
Marx.
was-
Oh
Karl
my
Marx.
God, dude.
Yes,
That's not
sir.
even. That's not even. You're talking about Karl Marx.
Like, I never. I'm a STEM major. I never read
Karl Marx.
this shit. Not
Yeah,
even
Karl
Karl-
Marx wrote Huckleberry Finn, right?
Oh my God.
Well, look, Huckleberry Finn could be the Communist Manifesto if you squinted
I
it.
don't think it was.
I'm pretty sure Karl Marx would hate anime though. Like for real, I think he would
Oh,
hate anime.
yeah, probably.
We should. That's the next tier list. Historical
Why are we
figures and
thinking
what they think of anime.
Yeah.
Yeah, what historical figure would be a weeb? Ready?
Oh
Go.
my god.
That might actually be a good one, Pet. Is like what historical figure would make a good VTuber?
Oh my
Would
god.
be an otaku or whatever.
Stalin right up there with the greats.
Oh my
Right, that's Dash.
god.
He would definitely join Whacked.
Didn't Carl and Mark make ice cream? No, not Carl. Mark. Carl. I've never actually read the manifesto. I just know it's a thing. I never really went into. Can you tell I dropped out of humanities the minute I could?
We tell
You
you
dropped
did
your
do.
humanity? What are you, Dark Souls?
I reject my humanity.
What are you,
Jojo.
Cyberpunk?
Okay, we all made
you,
different
JoJo?
nerd. We didn't make
What are
different
you,
nerd references. I made a JoJo, you made a Dark Souls, and you made a Cyberpunk. Good job, guys.
Yeah, we got every corner.
Every corner
That's
of
the triangle of anime.
Yeah.
JoJo.
the triangle of
Cyberpunk,
nerd
and
shit.
Dark Souls. What else is there? Let's be honest.
But no, in school
I-
we were allowed to drop like I don't know what you guys call them over there. We called them humanities in
Well,
Sure.
what was it?
it was like history, culture, you know, like law, geography, that kind of shit.
Oh, we
we-
have social studies. That's what we call
Basically
it in America.
that, yeah.
When you're young.
Citizenship, but it didn't
they-
include history. We just had history as a different class.
Oh, okay.
Well, yeah, we
but
had different
when-
classes, but we just lumped them all together. You had like STEM, which was like math, science, you know, all that
Hey,
shit.
what's going
fuck?
bunker on us?
And then you had humanities.
Oh, that's weird.
Humanities. No.
Up to like high school, we called it social studies, which is like geography and history mashed together.
Mm.
And then we stopped teaching geography because no one in the country knows geography anymore. So
Valid.
it's just regular history. We don't really have culture, I don't think.
Well,
I don't
we-
think learning
I
about
mean-
other cultures. I don't think we give a shit about other culture.
Yeah,
to be
valid.
fair, it's as well, it's American history, so it takes like what 20 minutes.
True. You just
Exactly.
you need to read like a couple post-it notes and you're done. We called it
Yeah.
HAS, which I
Okay,
think was
okay,
humanities and social
Revolution,
studies.
Manifest Destiny, World War II, Cold War, Internet, and you're done.
I've seen
was
that
that
Bill
time?
Wirtz video. All right, I know. it.
When was in all of that? Where does like the president going after Jesus's ashes on a horse? What was that one?
What?
I don't.
I think
remember
it's
one.
I think it's anime again, Tao.
It is a part
Yeah,
of
what
oh,
do you
JoJo.
think
okay.
about?
It
I'm
is still
curious.
Bull
What the
Run.
hell's that about?
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Still Bull Run.
But yeah, I hated. I never really did well in history or culture or anything like
Yeah,
that.
we could tell.
Science was where it was at, bro. Way more interesting. You don't have to
It
read.
is, but
You don't have to read dumb shit written by people a million years ago. Thank you very much.
yes, you do.
Yeah,
The
you
fuck
do.
are you? What the fuck are you
What?
talking about?
No, you don't.
Those who do not learn from history are doomed to repeat its mistake.
Also, history, like science was
Hitler?
started.
Well, no, but you
Wow.
don't read shit written by them. You read like revised shit. You don't go back to Newton's fucking textbooks whenever you're learning classical physics. You get a rewritten version made.
Oh, yeah.
Like a year ago.
Okay, you get the fucking Redux, all right.
Yeah, so you
get
don't
the
have to
definitive
fucking pull a
edition.
Shakespeare and translate it on the other page.
Oh, right. Well, yeah. Well, you didn't say anything about translations.
Yeah, no, that's not. You gotta be more specific,
Oh
man.
no, I'm just saying you don't have to read shit written. You don't read shit written by people hundreds of years ago. You just read modern shit that is
Also,
like
to be
the
fair,
updated
chemistry
version.
from like longer than 100 years ago is a lot of piss.
It is
Like a
It's just
lot
piss
of
and
piss.
alchemy.
piss
Yeah,
alchemy.
No,
alchemy.
I'm just pissed like that the U.S. schools at least don't teach something as important as like how to maintain your credit score or how to like
How to
you know,
file taxes.
learn about shit like that.
How many
I'm
kids
dead
would
fucking
actually
serious.
like pay attention?
It
to
doesn't
that?
matter. It's what you need in life. Like that's the point. I don't need to learn, 20
Oh,
minutes
okay,
of history. Really?
here's-
Is
Here's
it
my
gonna buy me a
question.
house? No.
Well, I don't know.
How
So-
bad was?
Having a baseline of knowledge is important in terms of what you're
Yeah.
aware of.
In terms of education, I really feel like that's a slippery slope into making school, instead of learning about arts and English and history, if you make it about how to function as in the American society, if you only teach like is like the other extreme, right? If you only teach like taxes and like American specific culture and like how to file
I
like
didn't mean
a
only
bank
that.
check.
Like,
Yeah,
they should
This
at least have it
conversation is
an
taking a
option.
hard turn.
But it just pisses me off. Like nobody tells
Well-
us about credit scores. Anyway, go on.
I don't know. I think
How-
the way you should view education is that it's really just a it would take too long to train someone to be like a doctor straight up, right? So you have to have a baseline of scientific knowledge to get doctors, and that's what school is.
Okay.
So yeah, scientific knowledge probably wouldn't serve like a lot of people who go through school who don't end up using it, but it does serve people that are very, very important in society. So that's why we teach them that.
I think we should just
I mean,
set
I
the ball
think
down the
it's
mines
about-
again.
I think it's about how you use it, right? So like, I think something's really funny. That people say stuff about like useless things they learned in math class, and they say like, oh, math was fun until they added letters to it. When algebra is like actually something that people use everyone uses on a day-to-day basis to figure out just like, oh, I have $20. How many cans of Coke can I buy? You know, like stuff like that. I just think that's
You just
really
don't, yeah, you
funny.
just don't think of it like as algebra, but
Yeah.
math is
um,
more giving you like numerical literacy is probably the best way to think of
I
it, is
will-
being comfortable using numbers.
Always call
Yeah.
bullshit for my teacher being like, well, you won't have a calculator in your pocket all the
Oh,
time.
you had one of
I'm
those.
like,
We were always allowed. I feel like we never had that. We were always allowed to use our calculators on our tests and shit.
oh, we never got. Also, right, here's my question: how bad was your school's sex ed?
Oh my god, I went to
Oh,
Catholic school.
yeah, I
It
know.
was so
Oh my God.
bad.
Mine
I
was
bet you were
alright.
just told you'll burn if you did.
It was hilarious. I remember the teachers shaking as they were writing on. Like, oh no.
Oh my god.
Mine was fine. The only thing I remember though was the guys. They gave us like condoms as like, you know, for education purposes, and all the guys just ended up filling it up with water and throwing it
Oh,
at
yeah,
each
yeah.
other. at
Making
recess.
like balloon animals. Yeah.
High school,
mean-
high school boys. There we go.
We just had like us really late, so it's like, yeah, we know all this. Like 3 girls over there are pregnant. Like we know how these work.
Oh god.
Yeah, we had 3 pregnancies in our high school.
Ours was
From our
actually
year, for just my year.
decent. We had it multiple times actually. We had it because we had health class, and I don't know if you guys had health class. So we had
Yeah. So we had actually you go.
no. So we had 2 kind of classes. We had health class, which was like a general like just learning what about like diet and like nutrition, but then also we had like a sex ed course. But then we also had I think we called it careers, or it was basically like what do you call it in America? That class where you have like you have the same
Home ec?
teacher every time, and it's the same class, and you come back to it, and it's where they like
Homeroom?
talk. Homeroom, that's one. That's what you guys call it, I think.
Alright.
Basically that, and in that we also had like a sex ed course. So we got like 2 different places. It was pretty good.
Interesting.
They got like guest speakers in and everything.
Oh, nice. My health class was like required for us to take as sophomores, so like when you're like 15. And it was this really old gym teacher who taught us health class, and so for sex ed, it was one class, a single class, right?
In
So the
Catholic
guy,
school, right? You're in Catholic school.
yeah,
at this time?
Catholic school.
Okay.
So the guy's he's just like, yeah, come on, we know what it is. When like I guarantee you half the class did not know what it is because they were 15, right? So the one thing I remember from that is he took his hands, he went like this, he like put them together like he was praying, but he put them behind it, so he was like a tail, and he was in front of the class pretending like he was swimming, and he's just like, and the little spermy, you know, it goes up and it goes
my.
into
No.
the eggy, and that's
You're
how
15,
babies are
not
made.
body.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Not the
So we're
uber
all
speak
fucking
sex
laughing,
ed.
losing it, not educated in the slightest.
Did you guys ever get the banana experiment thing?
Oh
Yes.
no, they
yes,
just
I
got
think it's like
dildo.
a
No.
requirement.
There was not a condom allowed in that building. They checked your lockers.
Oh my god.
Oh, what?
Nuh-uh. Really?
This sounds like a
Yeah,
good way to
yeah.
get
Check
underage
your
They
pregnancy.
locker.
regularly checked our lockers in case we had contraband. Like there were people that got kicked out because they had weed in their locker.
Condom.
Yeah.
Oh my-
We had
was-
in one of our lockers, we had a plastic bag full of like apple and pear mush that sat there for a solid year fermenting.
That's probably another reason why they
Our
checked the
school-
lockers.
Our school did
see,
not give a fuck.
Yeah, our school was fairly rough. Like we had people just like getting drunk in class. We had like you know someone who was
God.
dealing
Damn.
drugs.
Yeah, we had a drug dealer. We had someone setting
And,
fire to the toilets for a while. That was fun.
Oh, we
Jesus,
Jesus, where
fire
the
to
hell
a
did you guys go?
Public
um,
school.
yeah
I mean, me
we
too. Some of it, but
we lived right next to like it was a very rural area, so we lived right next to this massive like warehouse that sold like everything you could ever want with farming, which also meant they sold quite a lot of explosive fertilizers that they didn't check when they didn't ask questions when 14-year-olds went in and started buying them. That's all I'll say.
A very,
okay.
very happy
Interesting.
farmer.
Yeah,
like fun.
well, I almost got a piece of coconut lodged in my head. That was fun. Almost.
Jesus
Almost.
Christ.
It lodged itself an inch into a tree next to me.
We had a guy bring a gun to school once. That was fun.
I had a gun
Oh.
put to my head once. at
He was
school.
the
That was
drug
fun.
dealer, surprising
Yikes.
no
oh,
one.
wow.
She was also he
Where-
dated like
this
one of my
is
friends
crazy.
and then cheated on her, and then she got back together with him, and then he cheated on her
Oh.
again, and I was like, well,
Who would have seen this coming?
I don't know, man.
That's crazy.
The drug
Also, I
dealer
like
that
how
brought
the-
a gun to school was not the best choice in partner. I don't know who could have told you that.
I like how the two guns school stories comes from the two British people.
It's just, well, I was in
there
Australia
was,
at the
There
time.
was no gun issues in my school at all.
Yeah, what the fuck? We're really breaking stereotypes here, guys. Good
yeah,
job.
what the fuck? Yeah, we're doing it, guys.
Wow.
Although the big thing in mine was the fires to the toilets. The guys only had one bathroom for like a year because we had rotating fires. So like One
Well,
bathroom would be available, and then that bathroom would go on fire, so they'd have to open up another one to make it
Was it
available,
like to a
and the bathroom
schedule?
would go on fire. Well, because basically the idea was that if they
schedule terrorism.
well, I think
And you're like, oh, it's fascinating.
the
by your
idea
school
was
life.
that if they shut down the toilets, they could limit it to one and then like catch whoever did it, but then they never did. So all that happened was when one toilet went on fire, it was out of commission, so we had to open up another one. So we had like rotating toilets who procedurally went on fire.
musical toilets.
Yeah, I remember the one next to my math class went on fire. One of the boys in our school, you know that scene from Harry Potter where the guy bursts in, he's like troll in the dungeons. We had
Yeah.
that. This guy,
Did you have a troll?
he was a strange one. He was definitely on the spectrum. He went out to the bathroom and he came back in. He burst through and he's like, "Fire in the toilets! Fire in the toilets!" And everyone was like laughing. And then we went outside and there was smoke billowing out the building, and we're like, "Oh shit!" No, he wasn't wrong. And then our math teacher tried to like go in and fight it. I don't know what she was planning on doing. She didn't have a fire extinguisher. She didn't have
like the idea that
she didn't
she's
have a
trying to
bucket of
block it
water.
desperately.
Like, I don't know if she went in and started
Trying to
throwing
box it.
hands, like just shadow boxing. She went in, she lasted like 30 seconds, came back out, and like nothing had changed except now she had smoke inhalation. I was like, you're good at math. I don't think you're good at firefighting.
Oh my god.
Yeah. it
Something
was-
funny that happened in my high school is us. They banned promposals. Because
Oh, really?
yeah.
Alright.
Do you guys know what a promposal is?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
awesome.
like to be asked for prom, but like, how extravagant was it? Like that it was actually a thing.
American
So
gender
it was-
reveal level.
It's like an American gender reveal, but high schoolers asking people to a party, basically. The biggest party of high school life, prom. So one person put like they taped like a bunch of papers on the wall that like was like, "Will you go to prom with me?" and then like the name, right? And it caused a traffic jam because everyone was stopping to look at it, so people couldn't get to class, and so half of a year was late and had to sit in detention. So they were just like, "All right, promposal's banned. You can't do it."
Oh, you
Okay,
guys
well,
have
pose
you
on
guys
the
have all
server.
your classes inside, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Like your
What?
like I mean all your like
Oh, it's
your
a one-building campus.
your buildings inside,
Oh,
so like
right,
you have all
right.
hallways and shit.
Oh, that's
was,
weird.
Was
yeah,
yours
ours
like
was,
that?
Like we had different blocks.
Yeah, that's how we had it in Australia. We had
Like
just
the history block, the RE block.
yeah, we just have different rooms, and then you walked outside because it was Australia. We actually did
do-
classes outside sometimes. It was pretty cool.
I do remember.
Colleges-
Oh god.
Colleges in New York are kind of like that. You'll have like addresses to where your classes are, and like, you know, oh, it's at this building, at this floor. So the college is kind of like spread out amongst the neighborhood, basically.
Right. Yeah, I've seen like because you see it in like American movies all the time, like the high school, and they're like running between classes in the hallways, and they're packed, and it looks like fucking. It looks like
Oh,
Oh
it
no,
looks
sometimes it's
horrible.
between
It
other
looks
buildings on the other side of
horrific.
campus.
like it's just a bunch of teenagers packed into a tiny like hallway. Like no,
Yeah,
thank
it
you.
did feel like sardines a lot.
No.
And a lot of the guys didn't know what deodorant was. It was
Yeah, oof.
it was
Teenage
rough.
years.
Puberty when they were hitting it hard.
And you guys didn't? You guys don't
We-
have like uniforms, do you? Or like
No, I did.
Well, you didn't?
Oh yeah.
Catholic school, yeah.
Catholic
high
school. She did.
Oh, yeah,
You said
that-
you didn't, or you
no,
did?
you did.
I did,
No, she
did.
Okay, I heard didn't. That's why I was very surprised. I'm like, you're in Catholic school. You didn't have.
That's
yeah,
why I still
started
don't know how
off
to
in
dress
Catholic school.
myself.
I started off in Catholic school, then went to private school, then public school. Yeah, no, I uniform, no uniform, no uniform.
It's just because every time I mean my only exposure to American high schools is through like fucking movies and shit. But every time they're all just wearing random clothes. Our uniform was like just a t-shirt and cargo pants.
Yeah, ours was just like black trousers and just a
UK
it was just a
school uniforms are
sweatshirt
the
that had
worst.
the like. Yeah, that's like really stupid. It was just a sweatshirt that had like the logo on it. It's like, why did I have to pay
Australian
like 30 quid for
uniforms
this?
are well. I mean, private schools in Australia have the worst uniforms, and it was always a good laugh to like sit. We'd sit outside of the fucking on our way home. We'd sit outside the shop, and we could see like the private school kids walking home, and we'd always fucking laugh at them because they were wearing these like big. They were wearing like these big blazers and ties and proper shirts tucked in to like their long pants with their like knee-high socks and proper boots.
Yes.
And we were chilling there in like our t-shirt and cargo shorts on the wall. They, oh my god, never go to an Australian private school. They are you will get
The
this
same with English.
like
That's one thing I was thankful for the private school I went to is you had the option of wearing all that stuff, and I'd say like 25% of the people did wear that, but you could still wear like as long as it wasn't like super slutty or super short like your skirts and stuff, it'd be fine.
They
It's
tried
an
to
option.
ban skirts in my school. When
Really?
well, girls would do this thing where I don't know why, but they would roll it up as far as they
Yeah.
physically possible.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like-
You
my-
don't know
my school
why.
did that.
Well, I
really?
Yeah.
guess why, but it
Yeah,
just
I
seems
think
like
I- yeah, I was about
it
to
seems
say.
like a weird flex, you know, like.
Criminal to
I-
keep these thighs hidden, okay?
But so
Yeah.
yeah, like because obviously the school sold skirts right down, and they were down. I don't know, they were like just above the knee or something like that, right? But then girls would just roll them up to like I saw more than I really should have in my time in high school. Some of the girls just did not care,
Uh-huh.
and so they tried to ban them. So they stopped selling them at the shop. But all that happened was like every time an older girl would graduate, she'd sell her skirt to like a girl coming into like year 8 or
Oh my
something.
god, they
So there was,
built
like-
an economy.
There was like a weird black there was like a weird black market going on, and I was.
For skirts.
Skirt
It was
black
yeah, it
market.
was strange.
That's
Well,
hilarious.
because the alternative was like the ugliest dress you've ever seen, like this
Is it-
full body dress that was like a weird tartan kind of thing. It was not attractive, and nobody wanted to wear it. And they also, for some reason, had this thing where the girls couldn't wear like the cargo shorts that the boys got, which were the best. So I don't know.
Yeah, they didn't.
Damn.
They didn't allow girls into to wear pants until like my senior year.
Mm.
They just didn't allow it. It just wasn't part of the uniform.
I imagine they'd
And,
allow it
uh,
now.
Super antiquated.
Yeah, I like that they like it. They add it now. At least I don't know if the boys can wear skirts, but I don't. You know, that might be asking too much.
Our school, they didn't give a shit.
well,
You
see-
could wear that. You had to wear the uniform, but they didn't care if it's trousers, skirt, whatever.
Well,
Fucking
because
do what you
it was
want.
so weird, because girls could wear like
Don't
the
throw-
sports shorts, right? Which were sports. They had tiny pockets, and they were shorter than the cargo shorts, but they couldn't wear the cargo ones. I didn't understand the ruling.
Yeah, that's because all PE teachers are. Anyway, we'll not finish
Yeah.
that joke.
I didn't get
Oh,
the
jeez.
logic though. But
Okay, ours was.
I
we
imagine-
did have one that was. Oof.
yeah, we had a joke that our PE teacher had a basement that he kept
Oh,
kids in.
yeah, no, ours wasn't a joke.
Oh, wasn't a joke?
Ah!
Okay, yeah, no. We had it. No more downers. It's, okay, but seriously, like, go back to anime real quick, and I can never remember the name. What's that anime name for the little piece of like fat rolling off of the thigh?
Oh,
to
no.
The Forbidden Territory or the
Yeah, no, yeah, but there's a name for like that little roll that pops out of the stocky, like a.
no, so
I'm
there's
saying?
absolute
Like the-
territory.
Yeah,
which
yeah,
is
yeah,
Did
in
you
the thigh
answer?
highs.
You're a bunch of weebs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's just there's a specific.
There's
word, and I
43
don't know
of
how to
you in
look it
here.
up.
I know there's like,
Like, one of
I
you
think
better
it's like
know.
skin dent is the skin dentation.
No,
name.
no, it's a Japanese name. Oh well, that's fine. I know, like.
I know
they
there's
have
Absolutely
Zetai.
correct.
What
There you go.
Zetai
What's the hair thing again?
What's it called?
Not a
Zetai
Heigo,
Ryoki?
Ahago?
Ahoge?
Ahoge,
Ahoge.
Okay.
yeah.
Which
Having a
always
Heigo
makes me
reminds
think
me
of a New Yorker saying it's a hoagie. Hey.
So wait, what is a hoagie?
Ahoge is
I know what a
actually I
hoagie
have
is.
one.
What's a hoagie?
I have one on my.
It's the like little.
You see
yeah,
the thing
it's
above my head? This little like flick of hair.
Oh, I have that too.
Metallic.
Oh my god, yes, my friend. Because I'm getting a new design done, and they were just like, "Oh, you don't have your ahoge," and I was like, "What the fuck is that? What are you talking about? What did you call me?" And they were just like, "It's a little hair."
Were
thing."
you
And I
like
was
getting the
"Oh."
fists ready? Like you want to
The fuck did you just say to me?
Actually, to segue back to high school, if you were caught fighting, like it doesn't matter what happened, if you were defending yourself, whatever, if you just any fights at all in my high school, you would get like kicked out, like banned
Oh yeah.
and stuff. They just like literally didn't allow any sort of fight, right? So
Defense? What about self-defense and shit? Like,
no,
No,
self-defense. If you were
it's-
caught self-defending yourself from
I've
a fight,
heard
you
of
would
it. It's
get kicked
like
out.
it's
just
like
sit
called
there and take the fucking punches?
it's called like
What?
zero
Like,
tolerance.
according
What's it
to
called?
the other
Zero
one.
tolerance or something?
Yeah, zero tolerance. I've never seen someone get kicked out for self-defense, but according to the policies that were in the rule book, and we also have a rule book, they gave us a rule book
Oh
the
my
first
God.
No one in
time.
my school would
We
have
had to
ever
sign
read a
it.
fucking rule book.
We would have
Oh,
burned
no,
it.
we get rule books too, even public schools. But go
So
ahead.
what kids in my school would do is like when the public school kids would like look at us and make fun of us for our uniforms or something, they would like take off the button-down blouse or shirt and then beat the shit out of them so they wouldn't get anything on the
Oh
Oh my
uniform.
god.
So hold my beer, but hold my uniform.
Yeah.
I do remember my legendary teacher.
Literally, I remember holding. Not that I was. Never mind.
Oh yeah.
Never
Oh,
mind.
here we go.
Uh,
I remember one of the teachers committing violence against one of the kids. That was funny.
It's
Oh.
always
oh
fun.
jeez.
She was there was some loads of like first years running up and down the hallway, and she was like, "Stop running!" And like she was an older woman, fucking legend
Okay.
though. Like,
All right.
and they kept
Such a
doing it,
British
and
thing
I
to
just
say.
I just noticed her, like she just stuck her cane out as one of the
No.
That's base.
This kid just decked it,
Oh,
and then she was like, "See you." She was like, "See you tripped over," and then like she just looked at me and smiled. And I
Giga
just smiled
Chad.
back and was just like, "Yes."
Actual violence
Pop
against
off, queen.
children.
Look, she was also. I think she was at the age where she was gonna retire in like
She's-
2 to 3 years and didn't give a fuck. We
right,
had,
the age where you can blame that. Yeah.
yeah, we had this like, I guess what, like he was chavvy, so he was kind of jock, I guess, kind of. In American
Chav,
terms.
jock.
What is that?
I don't know if Chav isn't really a
It's
jock.
the closest
is
thing
it?
I can think. He was a
Yeah.
dickhead, either way. But
I
he,
don't know what any of this is. What is?
like, he
Chav
was
is just
he
a
was
British
dickhead.
term.
Yeah.
What for
It's
what?
kind of like a
Dickhead?
hooligan, like a just
Okay.
being an
ne'er-do-well.
asshole, kind of. Like,
Yeah. But he
Delinquent?
yeah,
kind of,
kind of.
yeah.
He was like class hadn't started yet, and he was like bragging, "Oh yeah, fuck this bird the other day." And,
That's
like,
a Chav,
she
yeah.
just-
They all
she
speak like
just-
that.
Okay.
Yeah, she walked in, heard him saying this, and went, "Shut up, John. You're probably gay." You know, nothing wrong with that. She was amazing. I miss her. She was
The
great. I
Chavs
hope
are
she's doing
trash.
well.
Jocks
We
have
had,
skill. There's a difference. Okay.
We had 2 teachers who are not there anymore because they got kicked out. One of them was like emotionally abusive to the kids. Like he would like actually say just like kill yourself, like, or just like I'm slitting my wrist, or like he would just say like the worst things to kids. Like they would like have poems that they wrote because he was an English teacher, and he would just be like, that is the shittiest poem I've ever read. Here's a 95.
Jesus
Go back to your seat.
Absolute hero.
My
Oh my
physics teacher was
God.
like that, but all the kids loved it. We just bantered with him all day. It was great.
There was another teacher who physically abused the children, who everyone loved. He was
no.
like this endearing old man who would just like like slap all the boys on the face and stuff, and just like just like shove them around and stuff. But everyone loved him because he was just like a kind old man. He was just really handsy.
Yeah, super kind. Slap.
It's hard to
version of
explain.
hugging,
Just like,
don't
yeah,
worry.
he literally was hitting people, but like everyone was like fine. He's like, you.
Oh,
Mr.
yeah.
Oh, you.
Only Mr. Johnson. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah.
Oh my god, I remember fucking fights and did you guys ever have like the stampede in school when somebody said there was a fight and everybody ran to see what it
yeah.
was, but then there was no
Oh,
fight
no.
because somebody had just started
Oh,
a false alarm and you're like, for fuck's sake, I didn't even get to see it. I remember I got the shit kicked out of me by like, because the way high school works in Australia is like you have primary school and you have high school, and high school is like 5 years, right? So because I think in America it's 4, isn't it?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was actually 6 years when I finished. So it was 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So you have like 18-year-olds and like 13-year-olds in the same school.
Oh.
I remember as
we
a 13-year-old, 14-year-old, this guy started walking through where we and my friends were sitting, and everyone was moving out his way because he has like 1.5 feet of height on us, right? And he came up to me, and I was like, I don't know what, I've always been a fucking asshole. And he looked at me and he was obviously expecting me to just get the fuck out of his way. And I was like, you know, the word is excuse me, right? And this dude went from 0 to 100 in like a nanosecond. I didn't even know I was getting my ass whipped until I was halfway down the corridor. And then I was like, what the fuck is
Oh,
Oh
happening?
no.
God.
Oh my god.
And he ended up like throwing me into one of the buildings and just walking away. And I was like, I remember thinking it was kind of weird because I was like half his size.
Hold
and then
up.
he came back the next day.
Hold up. Were you by yourself?
No, my friends were there. They just didn't fucking help.
Like they didn't help? Oh my god.
I remember I went to them afterwards. I was like, thanks for that, guys. Like, well,
Yeah.
my friends were a bunch of pussies though. Like,
Oh, see,
fucking.
mine-
Did you
mine
learn your
were the
lesson?
opposite.
Were you nicer?
Yeah.
No,
mine
he
were
came
also
back.
the
He came
opposite.
back the next day, and I insulted his hat and got my ass beat again.
Jesus Christ.
Well, no, because he
Learn
came
your
back.
my-
He came back with all his friends, right? So he came back with like
Oh,
all of
God.
his like older friends and his girlfriend, who was like in my
Wait,
year,
so he
which I
came
was.
back with more people.
Yeah, he
and
came
you
back with
were
more
like,
people, and I'm
I know.
still, like-
I'll
He
insult
didn't
him.
know, he didn't know how the fight would go.
I'm
so
still
he was
like
I gotta
4
bring
foot
back
10
up
and like
this kid.
13 years old, right? And I am not a threat to this man.
Scrawny as fuck,
But
probably.
he came back with this fucking dumb hat on backwards, and all his friends and his girlfriend that is way too young for him because he was in my year and he was like 17, 18. And I was like, So he came back. I think I just insulted his hat again. I don't know what it was. It probably wasn't very an intelligent insult, but I think it was enough to send him off because he beat the shit out of me again.
So to be clear, all this started because you said the word is excuse me.
Basically, because he was
That's seriously it.
he was like walking through our area where we were sitting, right, which isn't like a main hallway. It was like an off area, and he was like walking through and kind of just bumping people out the way. You know how assholes walk when they don't want to like stop and they
Okay.
just expect everyone to clear the area. And he came up
Do
to me
You were
the old
standing up for
shoulder
the
bump.
little guy.
and he was
You were like,
expecting me to, I think, go out of his way. And I don't know why I talked back to him. I just don't know what compelled me, but he was
You're
just
an
being an
asshole.
asshole. And I was, this is before I developed the sort of,
Socials.
no, this is before I developed, you know, the height that allows me to be an
Oh, right,
asshole.
right.
Because when
okay.
the height I am now, I can kind of get away with it. But back then I was a little tiny man and he was tall. And
Little tiny man.
I was 13, so I wasn't even a man. And he beat the shit out of me. That was definitely
See,
it.
yeah, my friends were all the opposite. Like, they were all mel heads, and like in older years, so they were just like berserker classes. It was hilarious. They would just fucking flail.
My,
They would
well,
just-
'cause-
like one of my friends was, I think he was like 6'3" or something.
oh my god.
And this was while we were in like secondary school as well, or like high school. So he was that tall at that age, and he was like built like a fucking
Different.
rugby player. No, he was like, he was just huge.
So,
I was,
so Penn needed your friends to help
Yeah, well,
him.
I was
Like,
friends
they're
with all
just
the
sitting there
nerds.
Laughing at like, were they laughing
I
at
don't
you?
know.
Like, were
I
they-
think
what the fuck?
no, they were just shocked. But I was friends with all the nerds. Remember, like I was friends with all the other fucking
Nah,
like
that was your mistake.
weebs and anime fans and shit. None of my friends were particularly, you know, jockey. I was probably the fucking fittest person there. So if anyone had a chance in a fight, it was me, and I was busy getting my ass whooped. So yeah,
Yeah,
that
see,
was-
I went for the subset of like metalhead rather than like the nerd subset, so it worked out better in my favor.
I know
And-
you said you don't remember stuff. Were you actually knocked out, or were
No, I
just
didn't
angry?
remember stuff just because it's like a blur because he didn't like he was beating me up,
So it
but
sounds like
he
you
was
were.
also like grabbing me. If that makes sense, he kind of kept walking and grabbing me and dragging me. So like before I knew it, I was kind of like halfway away from my friends down the hallway, and it wasn't a hallway; it was an outside area, and he was just hitting me, and I was like, I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I didn't really
In
have
the
time to like.
face, in the stomach?
No,
What
just
the
like in like the torso, right? It wasn't really like
checking. you?
yeah, it wasn't like he didn't like give me like he didn't bust my nose or anything. The worst that happened is he threw me into the. Do you guys have demountables in your schools?
The mountables?
We call them demountables. They're like these separate buildings that are built like they're not part of the main building. They're not made out of brick. They're like separate and then they're shipped in and planted. They're meant to be like temporary buildings.
Oh yeah. They were never
No.
temporary. Yeah.
But
Oh, okay. We call
Like
them
trailers?
prefabs.
kinda, yeah, basically. They're meant to be temporary buildings, but they were never temporary. They stayed there forever. But he threw me into that, and like, it had this weird ridge under it that was made of metal because it's like a grid, right? Because it's pre-made and they have to
Yeah.
ship it in. So there's this really sharp metal bit underneath that I fell into and I sliced my hand open on it. That was about the worst of it. It was
Ooh.
there's a few
Was
body
was there
hits
any
and a
blood?
sliced. Yeah, my hand was fucking bleeding.
I'm
Because
gonna be honest.
I braced
how-
I'm lucky I braced myself against it or I'd cut my fucking face open. But yeah, this was not.
How you were describing it, I was just imagining like the fucking anime-esque, like you're both flying
it
down
wasn't-
there, and he's just like
It
hitting you
wasn't
while
like
you're,
it wasn't like
flying
he
down
was
the corridor.
kneeling over me, busting my face in. It was more just he threw me into a couple walls, punched me in the stomach a bit, and then threw me into a sharp edge.
You then like stand up and like start going Super Saiyan.
Oh, no, I stood up and I
Screaming.
laughed at him, and he didn't appreciate that.
Laughed. Oh my god.
That's a
like,
mood.
just
It was-
stay down,
yeah.
boy.
But to be fair,
No, no,
it wasn't a taunting laugh. It was more of a I don't know what the fuck just happened.
Nervous-
I'm awkwardly laughing
nervous
kind of laugh. I don't think he took it very well. That's probably why he came back. I don't know why
Yeah,
he
you
went.
probably hurt his confidence.
I don't know why he went and got back up though. Like he didn't need it.
that kid went to sleep that night just like, why did he fucking laugh at me? I beat the shit out of him. Why did he laugh at me? Why did he laugh
Yeah,
at
that's
me?
all he thought about.
Yeah,
I like the-
why did he laugh at me?
He still thinks about that to the.
I won the mental game. I threw him off his game. Yeah, he didn't see it coming.
Oh my god.
But yeah,
That was
but-
interesting. Good
Thank
story. Well,
you.
We need more of those. Very
Aye.
nice.
I strangled a
So
guy
no
once in high
stitches.
school, but that's about it.
Excuse me.
Oh, we're gonna
Hold
need
up.
to hear about that one. But any stitches? I can't
Nah,
imagine.
it was just a cut. I ended up, well, I had to like fucking bandage it a little bit and tell my mum I fell playing like sports because
Oh,
I wasn't gonna tell my mum I got my ass beat at school.
Surprisingly for me, like nothing. Surprisingly or non, I guess there was more fights in Catholic school than any of the schools that I was. Is that
Yeah, no,
did
that
that
checks
happen
out.
for you too, Lori?
Not it's so weird because I want to yes, but like also it's not near the campus. Like any throw punch on like the high school, you get kicked out, and also we weren't allowed in the park next door, which is bizarre. Like to think about, like literally, because they didn't want like anyone to like get into fights, I guess. So the park that was
Yeah.
right next to the school, anyone who was enrolled in the school was not allowed to go in. So yeah, but they were like
Weird.
scattered like around the city, you know. It was like, yeah, we got into fights, but like never next to school.
Mm.
So it was like so like weird
All
to think
girls?
about, but yeah. What?
Was it all girls?
No, girls, boys,
Okay.
and boys. Yeah, we were just
All
very
right.
pugnacious bunch.
Word.
It's always the thing with like really strict schools like that is that all they really teach kids is how to be more secretive with their bullshit.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
is not a bad lesson to learn, TBH.
Well, I don't
It
know
shouldn't
because
be the only
we had like a building across from us next to like a park, kind of similar, right? And it was this old because in I don't know how it is, again I'm just assuming, but in Australia, we play on footy ovals because we play Australian football, which is different from like American sports, right? But everyone has like this small building. It has like bathrooms and changing rooms in it. And so there's one of those across the street from the school, and that's where everybody went to smoke. I never smoked. I don't like smoking, but everybody knew that's where they all went. The teachers knew, we knew. And it was kind of just accepted because I guess it was kind of figured that if they're doing it over there, like at the very least, they're less likely to have some shit happen to them because they're within distance of the school. So I think it's probably safer to have shit like that where kind of everybody knows where it's happening rather than having kids go off into the middle of fucking nowhere to get high, you know?
Interesting. Okay.
I mean, we kind of had
Yeah.
that with us getting drunk all the time. Like, well, not all the time, but it's like a lot of the time. We would like, go to the park afterwards, and they like drinking in America is so funny because it like depicted in films. It's like, oh my god, it's the worst thing you could ever do. In the UK, underage drinking, no one gives a shit. We literally had cops come up to
You
us
know why?
and be like, "You should probably stop that," and we were like, "Yeah, we will," and they just
Alright.
carry on walking.
Well,
Like they
British
didn't care. They were
police.
like,
Yeah.
Only reason why that isn't in this country?
why?
Because the country is so car focused and teenage drunk
Ah.
driving was like the
Ah,
leading
yeah.
cause of
It's
death.
bad. Yeah, you're right.
Like literally the whole country is built on if you have a car, you are like a citizen. If you don't have a car,
Yeah.
you're not a citizen. Not where I live, because obviously like the
Unless
transition
you're
to
in
the
like New
city.
York City itself. Like the
Yeah,
city
so
where you-
That's the reason why they raised the drinking age to
Ah.
21, because 18 to 21 was drunk driving teenagers was like the biggest like demographic of people getting killed in drunk driving,
Oh, okay. Didn't know
that
that.
makes sense. That makes sense.
which is like insane to think about, like how the culture forms around it and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, America's like super into cars, isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
gotta
we were
be.
like deathly super into cars, like to our own detriment. We're
Do you
super
guys
into
still
cars.
have manual? Are you like manual or automatic mainly?
I actually drive one. I am manual. I like the feel better.
Because in Australia, it's like primarily automatic. Like pretty much everyone drives on automatic.
Okay.
It's pretty automatic focused, but there's a lot of this is probably where you can find the most manual cars in the world. Probably, I assume people love the manual
Well,
cars.
I think
so.
Europe has a lot
Europe,
of people
yeah,
that
Europe
are
is
Europe.
nothing but manual.
Europe has like
Oh, never mind.
no automatics for the most part. It's weird.
I didn't know
Yeah, if
that.
you get an automatic license only, you're fucked.
Oh,
You're-
there's an actual license specifically for automatic or
Yeah.
manual.
So
Yeah.
when I was doing
Oh.
my driving,
Nah,
you
fair
only
enough,
got
right.
your automatic. You could get your manual,
Wait.
and your manual covered an automatic. So if you got a
Wait,
manual license, you
Dashie.
can drive everything.
What, Lori?
There is a oh no, there's not a separate license. Never mind. There isn't a separate. You just have to learn different. Never mind. I'm wrong.
Yeah.
I'm wrong. It's okay.
Yeah, no, there's
I
no.
thought there
like,
was a
I-
separate
I drive a
license for-
stick.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, in Australia, you can get a manual license, which means you can pretty much drive any car. But if you can also get an automatic, which means you can drive automatics, but not manuals.
See, it's backwards here. You should get your license if you know how to drive a manual, but you get it because you know how to drive an automatic. If you know, like manual is like the hardest one. Know that, and then you know the rest. But no, it's just
I hate manuals though. I could never drive a manual. It hurts my brain.
I just hate driving. I fucking freak out.
I
every
can't.
time
I
start
can't drive
driving.
properly. Like
Yeah,
it gives me a headache. There's too much stuff going on. I just can't do
Yeah,
it.
Yeah. It's like
I-
playing Five Nights at Freddy's, but if you fail, you die.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much, right? Like you're
It's-
checking.
I think it's my ADHD that fucks me over. Like on long roads, I just get distracted, and I'm like, wait, actually, no, I should probably be paying attention right now.
I was,
To,
yeah.
to be fair, I learned when I was 12. So like my dad taught
Dang.
us, me and my sister,
Eight?
when we were 12, and manual. So like it's the earlier the better, I guess. I
Yeah.
don't know.
I don't know. I could drive normally in the daytime, but at night, like I legitimately had like my dad was like trying to teach me how to drive, and he's like, "Okay, turn here," and I was like, I just said no, like, while I'm driving.
parked.
I was like, I said no, and I just stopped because it was nighttime, and there's so many bright lights in front of me, and I just couldn't like.
You need
Just
glasses.
stopped.
Well, no, it wasn't like I couldn't see thing. It was just there was too much stimulation. My brain was like, not having that. So I was just.
He
my
had a case of the tism.
My dad was like, oh yeah, turn in here, and he pointed to like a car park where there was like all these lights, and I was just like, no, and I just literally stopped on the side of the road. I was like, I'm not doing it.
Oh my God.
And he was like, you
Wow.
can't just stop here, and I was like, well, I'm doing it. Fuck you. So yeah, not the best driver.
Yeah, when I was learning, it was in the middle of the country and fucking awful. I don't know why I bothered.
I mean, in America, you need a license, from what I've heard.
Yeah, but in America, it's all straight lines, and then you like in 15 miles take a left, and then it's like in
Yeah.
48 years take another right.
Dude,
Everything's just a grid.
that is something that I've noticed in UK, right? Like Australia has really wide roads, and also we basically in Australia have one road for the entire state because Western
What?
Well,
Yeah.
Western Australia, right, is like on the coast of Western Australia. We literally just have everything is on the coast, right? You don't really go far inland
like
because
nothing.
it's too fucking hot and arid. So everything is
Like
basically
Alex
just
Right,
Just
like the middle of the country is like uninhabited, right?
yeah. So in Western Australia, it's different over east because it's more like suburban. But in Western Australia, we basically have the city, and then a road going through the city up north and down south. Everything is built off that road. So we essentially just have one road for the entire fucking state, and then so you drive along it, and then when you need to go somewhere, you turn right and you're there, or you just keep driving along the one road. So
Interesting.
it makes it really easy. You don't have to navigate a lot of like small streets and shit. If you want to go, on a half-hour drive, 27 minutes of that drive will be sat driving in a straight line. So
I imagine you used like public transport a lot, but Lorian, when you went to Paris, was that kind of a weird culture shock that everything's just like weird, windy fucking roads and shit?
Well, no, because you live in New York, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
So it was words. New York is mostly a grid. Like some of the outer boroughs aren't like perfectly in a grid, but it's mostly a grid and it's numbered. So like you can barely get lost here. Like it's all like organized.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can
that's
figure
what
out
I
where you're
mean. Like
going.
it's like a fucking maze in Paris and shit. I imagine.
I just took the metro the whole time, so I like
Oh,
barely
did you?
like
Okay.
yeah, no, I followed my friends because my friends knew where I was going, and then like I
Oh,
took the
okay.
metro, so I never there were a lot of things in Paris that was just like, wow, that's crazy, whoa,
What?
Caesar brings up a good point. They're like greetings from Ecuador, which is a cool country. They're like,
You didn't.
funny how the topic changes from treating horses to school routine to just roads.
Yeah.
We have went on
At
a
At least you
journey.
didn't get those
Being
bed
beat up.
bugs. Jesus
I
Christ.
do love the way these conversations go. We never know.
Yeah.
We never know, guys.
yeah.
Pen, did you hear about the fucking bed bugs in fucking Paris?
No, are they French?
No, they're like
I mean-
infesting the trains and shit.
As long as they're not
Shit.
French, I think they're okay.
I guess they're technically immigrants. I don't know.
Oh no, we can't have those here.
Bunch of bedbugs with green cards.
I've heard of
I'm
those
afraid 'cause-
taking our jobs. God damn it.
there was a fucking
It's my job to
it's New
bite
York
people on the
Fashion
train.
Week.
Oh.
What are we doing on the train? Huh?
I said it's my job
right.
to bait people on the train. They're stealing my
Running a
job.
train? What?
What? Tao.
I'm the master baiter. So if you need anyone that's good at baiting, I'm the master.
You're a
at that, so I can do
fisherman?
that.
Congrats.
I've seen
Well,
that
the
image.
bait
That-
part-
So done.
No, I've seen that video of Lorian fishing. It went very well.
Yeah. Hold on, I'll play it on my stream right now. Hold on.
Yeah, there we go. I knew it.
Oh. Slurping, like
Mm.
sliding, slapping wet.
So-
Like what? Oh, that. Okay.
Oh, that.
I'm lagged. You didn't share your thing, so I don't know.
I saw it. You were just
Do you want
like,
to play it again?
you're blind. Oh god, she's gonna fall again. Lorian, no, pull back. Oh, fish. I hate fishing.
Yeah, fishing is kind of.
It's a controversial thing. I think I just had such a high peak in my first time ever fishing, and everything after that was so bad that I just didn't.
Is it controversial to say fishing
Yeah, I
is
was about to
fucking
say.
boring?
Well, I don't know. People
No,
like.
that's a pretty-
Is it?
I don't know. Well, I have, Americans here, and I feel like Americans pick two genders at birth. Either they love fishing with all their heart, or they don't care.
There are only two genders.
I don't know,
I
man.
like the
Fish
memes,
lovers
like the
or-
man I love fishing.
All right. I grew up fishing. I very very little, and yeah, it's there, but it's not like I love it or. So
I-
it's not controversial. You can fish.
Yeah, well, my first time fishing, it's what do they call it? An estuary where they like breed fish, right? something like that.
Fishery.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't. It wasn't a fish. It's called.
Interesting,
What's
okay.
it called?
It's a fishery.
Damn it.
An estuary.
No.
Oh no, that's just the name.
Menagerie.
That's the name of a river. Never mind. But basically, one of the fishing farms of like rainbow trout had broken open. I don't know how they staged their escape. I don't know if they planted explosives or what. But
They have a map.
all
You
dug a
have
tunnel.
spoon.
all the fish.
Here, you take your spoon.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. All the fish got out though. So basically, the river was full of fish, and that was my first time ever fishing. I must have caught like 30 fucking trout, and because
Oh
of
my God, that must've been awesome.
because they were killing all the native like other types of fish because there was too many
Yeah.
of them. So the rule was like you didn't put them back, you kept them and killed them because
you
invasive.
can eat them.
So
yeah.
I went home. My first time ever fishing, I was just stood there. I was like reeling in shit over and over, and I had like 30 fish by the end of the day. I was like, bro, fishing is so much fun. And then I tried it again at a different day, and I didn't catch shit. And I was like, this
So
is
what you're
the
saying
worst.
is this is the equivalent of you going hunting next to a zoo that's had a recent escape.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, that's literally what it is. So much availability.
Wow, I
It's-
caught so many.
Basically,
Funny.
right?
I could definitely see how that ruined your experience fishing. I
Yeah.
would probably
Mm-hmm.
be so mad.
Well, yeah, because
Is
I
it
just
just,
thought I was
um,
shit afterwards. I was like, well, this is terrible. I'm
it
never
just
gonna break my
Eastern-
record. What?
Is it just Eastern Australia that all the waterways are fucked and you can't eat the fish in there?
I
Wait,
don't
you
know.
couldn't eat those trout?
We could.
No, I know in some places in
This was in
Australia
Britain.
it's
This was actually
fun.
before I
Oh,
moved.
was it?
This was
Oh.
before I moved to Australia. This was when I was like 7 or
Oh.
we used to go camping all the time when I was little. I never really liked it, but it was a family thing, so I was like dragged along.
So you had to.
Yeah. I just remember sitting up in my tent at night with all the other kids at the campsite playing Picto Chat on my Nintendo DS and communicating
Oh.
with them.
Good old days.
Or Mario
Aw.
Kart. Because Mario Kart, everyone could play it if one person had it. It was based. But yeah, that was even back then. I was a nerd. My family was like, "We should go on a hike." And I was like, "How about I sit here and play Pokemon Platinum? How about that,
Oh,
Mom?"
no wonder you got bullied. No.
I just
No, so I was going back to fishing. Like, for the fishing experience is supposed to be like to relax, to talk to whoever you want fishing. Like, just you know, the environment, not specifically for fishing. I know it's called fishing, but it's like a whole thing.
Mm.
Yeah, you were just
Right.
directly into the fish. So yeah, it must have been so
I-
boring when you weren't catching shit.
I used to say this with my friends. I still say this with my friends. Basically, when we're trying to figure out what to do, I tell them, "Yeah, I would have fun poking a piece of shit with a stick with you guys," and that's just a
Yep.
phrase that means, you know, as long as I'm with the right people, anything is fun.
Mm.
But at that
Mhm.
point, if the fish is just a medium to go out to nature and talk with your friends, why don't you just do that? Like,
Yeah.
why don't
Right,
like,
but
what-
it's like
the
a
fishing is-
nature. Yeah.
I've always said that my friends for our graduation thing from high school, they all went on a big like camping trip. I didn't go because I was like, I don't wanna. And all of them were like, why? And we're gonna go up and we're gonna sit in a camp and play board games. And I was like, you know, we invented houses like a fucking million years ago. If we want to play board games,
I don't know.
we can just chill
I just grew
here
up with that.
in
It's a
the.
family
like
thing.
camping.
It's just
I don't.
tradition too. I have with my family, so it's more like a family. for
I
me.
get bitten. It's
I mean,
like
that's nice. I like that.
there's no
I mean,
electricity.
not in the UK, you don't. But yeah,
It's-
I see your point.
I don't know. It's just every activity that I associate is enjoying fishing, enjoying camping is something that I would also enjoy just in my house. You know, like all my fun memories are like, oh, I remember like staying up late at night and playing like board games with my family, or like, you know, sitting around having like what do you call them, s'mores, like roasting marshmallows over a fire, and I'm like, I could just do that here. Like I don't need to
I can
go.
just do that here, and there's no bears, so
Yeah, I
let's
don't
do
need to
that.
go into the middle
Yeah.
of buttfuck nowhere and like get bitten by a shit ton of insects and have no
Yeah.
electricity and probably die of dysentery when I can just do it in my house.
To be
That's
fair,
what
we
it is,
used
Austin. It tests your patience. It helps you so much with patience. That okay? Thank you for saying that. I forgot. I'm like, why
Oh,
can't I
right.
explain what it is?
I remember, to be fair, like back in secondary school, like one of our friends had a really big really like loads of land at his parents' house, so we used to just go camping it there, and then we could just have
In his
the
back
fun
garden.
bits of camp. Yeah, well, it was just like the fun bits of camping of like staying in a tent, but also, hey, yeah, someone needs to charge their phone. It's like 5 minutes that way. Okay, there we go.
It's just I don't know, man. It was my friends at the end, like when we were in university, right?
At the end, it sounds
At the
like you're,
end- yeah, at the
like,
end of
a
time.
dying
Oh,
man.
I used to have, because my friends and I used to interact. We used to have board game night, which I liked. We used to play volleyball together, which was fun. But then towards the end, well, not towards the end, but just when I was maybe about like 19, 20, they started taking up hiking. And no hobby is as uninteresting and boring to me as hiking. It was literally just
Hiking hiking, I think, is way up there, better than fishing, though.
No, I'd
See, I
rather
think the other way
fish.
around.
I don't
like
like
fishing
fishing, and I still
instead.
rather like hiking is just walking, but in difficult terrain with other
if I'm
people.
hiking somewhere like it's to see a thing or to like if I've got my camera with me, like I'd find. But if I'm just hiking for the sake of hiking, I'm like, this is boring. I want to go home.
My friends didn't even ask me. They just started going hiking, and I found out about it, and I was like, "Oh, you're going hiking?" And I was like, "Oh, you didn't invite me." I was sarcastic because I didn't want to go, and they're like, "Yeah, well, we knew you wouldn't fucking come." And I was like, "Yeah, that's fair." Because I just don't get it. They're like,
It's not about that. It's about being invited. Well, God, what is wrong?
I know, but they would draw a map, and they'd be like, "We can go from here to here in like a couple days and camp in the way, and we'll get the car on the other end and get picked up and drive
That's
back."
like an adventure.
But it's not, because you drove to the beginning point, you drove to the end point, you just walked between 2 points that you already drove to. And also, like,
God, I love these point of views.
just get on a fucking
I am, like,
treadmill,
I
you get the
wish-
same experience.
It's an adventure. No, it's not the same experience. You never walk before. You never go out on a nice walk.
I've seen trees, they don't do much for me. I don't need to see 50 trees.
Would you? Okay, Peb, would you have the same stance if it was a different country?
No. It was Australia, it
Really?
was pretty, and if it was Scotland, I'd say no, and if it was Australia, I'd say no, if it was America,
Well,
I'd
yeah,
say no.
Scotland, you'd need to like, avoid smackheads and fucking all sorts.
The only
of
place
shit,
I'd
but-
maybe say yes
so-
would, I don't know. Where would I say?
mind.
Maybe Antarctica? That'd be fun. But that's not really a hike,
What?
that's just a walk.
You can barely breathe.
And also you die to a polar bear.
Oh my God.
I don't know.
I
I just don't get it. I don't understand the appeal of walking just for the sake
It's-
of walking.
okay. Something that right.
Exercise.
I don't get walking.
Yeah.
What's the deal, guys? Like,
What's the
point?
deal with walking?
With walking.
Walking is like you use your feet, you go to a place, you experience serotonin. I don't get it,
Yeah, like
bro.
what's
I
the
don't.
point?
Imagine.
I
I
get
just
it.
don't. I don't understand. Like, because they always talk about like, because it's time to like spend with each other and speak to each other, and I'm like, bro, I don't want to speak to you people for like 16 hours straight. I like you. You're my friend. I will fucking murder
Are
you.
you sure?
Oh,
Are you sure?
Have you,
Ism.
bro?
You're my friend, but I don't want to like talk to you.
Well, no, I like
Yeah.
speaking to my
Walk.
friends,
Or
but my friends are not
interact.
interesting enough for me to want to speak to them for 16 hours straight. Okay,
Jeez.
It sounds like you need better friends.
Yeah.
my friends were great.
Shared interest.
I just didn't. That was a weird thing. None of my friends really shared my interests, which is why they picked up
Maybe
hiking.
why? It's weird. It's like we're finding some sort of correlation.
Well, it's sort
here,
of like
isn't it?
a catch-22,
Fuck
right?
me.
Nobody that shares my interests would like hiking. Therefore, going hiking with anybody that I'm friends with would be bad because they wouldn't share my interests. But yeah, it was weird because it was sort of the high school thing where you kind of just get lumped with whoever's the least shitty. Like, my
No,
friend-
I've made friends that were interested in
Well,
the
no,
same
like, okay,
things as me.
I had friends.
What?
I had friends in high school. I liked my friends in high school, but my friends were basically the other like nerdy kids in terms of they were in because we had like separation by. I was gonna say separation by class, but that sounds like a fucking Marxist quote. But depending on which class you're in, like how
You and
good you
Marxist today.
good
Mark
you
Twain, right?
yeah that's it. Depending on how good you were at like academics, you got separated. So all of my friends were just in the other nerdy class, so I basically just made friends with the other.
So what you're
smart
saying
kids.
is all your friends were based on the they'll do.
Basically, yeah. Well, the thing is, right,
Nice.
is that back then, all the other people that were into the same shit as me, like anime and video games, were the worst and they sucked. And so they might have a shared interest, but they were also insufferable. So I kind of went the other route and I found people that I liked, but who didn't really share much in common with me.
Right.
Oh, I
I'm
feel like
starting
what
to-
you ended up with sounds healthier than what the other
Yeah,
guys.
yeah.
Well, I don't know. It's something about teenage boy anime fans, man. I've never found a normal one. They're always just weird. I think it's because
I would-
most. Well, you're going to say you were not. How is that really what you were going to say?
No, I was gonna say like, back then I didn't self-proclaim as
Exactly.
an anime fan.
But that's what I'm saying. Is
So-
the
Yeah,
only
yeah.
people that you knew were anime fans were the people that were way too open about it, and so they were weird.
The type of people that wear
It
a
was too
Hego shirt
much.
nowadays.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, because nowadays anime is so much more mainstream
Exactly.
than back when we were fucking like torrenting
true, yeah.
episodes of Naruto, like, like,
With
'cause that was
with the
only way to
yellow
see it.
subtitles.
Yeah, like, because that was the only way to fucking see it. Like, but now it's just, you just boot up Netflix and you got shitloads.
Guys, I'll be right back. I have to go to the bathroom.
Okay.
Go piss, girl, go.
Sounded like a chant.
You
Go
think
piss,
a
girl,
lot.
Go
go.
piss, girl,
Diet
go.
friends.
Just
Go piss, girl,
take your
go.
headset
Because
so we
like
Go,
diet
piss, girl,
friends.
go.
Thank you, Panda. And I call my friends diet friends. He's not wrong. It's
I
just,
do-
friends.
it's
Do
were.
you wanna learn?
I
Like,
wa-
do you want us to share our perspective about like hiking and shit, or?
I see. I think okay. I think I can understand it. It's just it's such a different kind of view of what is entertaining that it's weird to me. I get it if you're the type of person that enjoys spending time with others and like socializing and speaking and shit like that. That just ain't me, man. I got like 2, maybe 3 hours of socialization in me a day. That's about it. You get over that, I'ma start ripping into you.
Lorian, the question was, tell us you're socially awkward without saying you're socially awkward.
I don't know, man. I pretty much just said it.
That
Sorry.
was a joke.
But you know, I mean, I get it. Like, if you're into like nature, you're into just chilling with people, but you want something to, you want like something to do whilst you chill with them. It's fine. It's just for me, I don't like being outside. I don't like really speaking to people for that long. So I'm like, I'd rather just have them over and we can like play Mario Kart or something for a few hours, and then they can go
if
home.
I can ignore them and just be social within a game.
I get to win. You don't get to win at hiking. You get to win at Smash Bros.
You can win at hiking. Be the first one there.
That's a race.
You just sprint at the beginning
not?
and then
Yeah,
Pen, that's what you could have done. You
I just
wouldn't
turn up to the
talk
hiking
anyone.
and just sprint ahead.
Yeah, like you
Yeah.
don't need to like talk to
Have
anyone.
the best setup. Make it a competition. Make it interesting. You know, if it's not doing your thing, it's like what I would do with fishing or like other boring things like phasmophobia. Or you can make your own fun with it. Or like Among Us, where instead of trying to win, I just I tried to make as much chaos and mob mentality,
Yeah, that
murder
is
people
great.
as much as possible.
It is a based Among Us play.
Everyone's great at camping until the one person brings out the mini trebuchet and starts lighting the ammunition on fire.
Oh my
That's
god.
true. Commit terrorism with your friends in game.
I was gonna say arson, but fine, terrorism.
Guys like
Listen, terrorism
gatekeep
is
Geneva
arson with a
Convention.
motive.
Pen is the quintessential introvert. It's fine.
I don't know.
this
Is
sounds like arson. Someone's arson around.
Beans call bro? Fucking Bellum's calling me an introvert. I don't know how to feel
I
about it.
mean, wow.
I mean-
what do you mean? I don't know how to.
In
feel
other words,
about
water
that?
is wet, the
Literally-
sky is blue.
Yeah, I was gonna say like shit.
I wish I had social. Do you know social skills would have served me so much better as a VTuber than fucking academics?
That's literally. That's why I keep saying like you have the contacts, but I have the social skills.
What is it in that?
Talk to
Together you
people.
make a single VTuber.
We make a single functioning human.
I know. That's how Oshi Cast came together.
We came together? I don't remember that.
We came
did-
together?
you didn't
We're coming
know.
together?
No,
Oh,
that's the.
Alright, lads,
Oh.
synchronize your watches.
Alright.
We only got one shot at this.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ugh!
Rename it.
Lift off.
JOI, whatever the fuck it's called. What is it?
Social skills and academics is an either or choice.
Yeah, it's JOI.
I don't know.
Skill issue.
I've seen
what?
the fabled like socially fabled socially acceptable academic nerd though. You see those people, they're good at academics but they're also good with people, and it's like, what the fuck, man? That's not fair. That's a hack. You can't do that.
I'm sorry. What do you want me to do? Sandbag?
Yes. You should pick one. You either get friends or you get good grades. You can't get both. That is greedy.
You're literally
Suck
sounding
my
like
dick.
Bellum. Bellum,
no.
like every time I see Bellum and he's like sees an artist that's hot and a VTuber and
That
like
is-
really good at
that's
art, and he's like
Dumb
he just
though.
gets angry.
Like, you get VTubers, they're so fucking entertaining. They can sing, they can speak like 3 languages, they're smart, and then they post
Okay,
like
to be fair, I can't do any of that shit.
they post like an
Yeah.
IRL photo, and they're also just like the hottest person you've ever seen, and you're like, I don't get it, man. What did you?
But then
whose-
you laugh
whose
'cause then
dick
they can't
did
talk
you
to
suck
people
to
without,
get
like,
this
cringing.
good genetics? What happened? I think I fucked up the character creation, man. I need to go back.
Yeah, I want to.
I need to respec.
Imagine if you like hit like on your 30th birthday, just a pop-up comes up as like, would you like to respec?
Yes, I would like to respect.
Yes, please.
I think at character creation, I was just like, you know what? I could do hard mode. It wouldn't be that bad. And then this happened.
Like, I'll just hit random until I see what I get.
all my
Happens
stats
every single
are
time.
1.
Just like, yeah, I could do hard mode. Yeah. It's not the hardest mode. It's the one right under that. I could do that. Here I am.
My strength is
Single
1.
by
My
myself.
dex is 1. My wisdom is 1. My intelligence is 1. My charisma is 1. My endurance is 1. I don't know what I have, man.
My charisma is like 1, but my speech is higher. My speech is normal. My charisma is
You're
low.
invested in the skill and not the stat.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Good times.
I'm drinking my-
Quiet when I come back.
Hey Dashie, we're talking about re-rolling our stats. I feel like I fucked up my stat sheet on character creation, so need to go back
Oh.
and
I think that's a, it's called a
skill issue.
midlife crisis, even though you're not midlife, but yeah.
The midlife skill issue.
It's an ongoing crisis.
Oh my god. Yeah, I don't
I
know.
don't know. What did you roll high in? Hmm?
We've yet to work out.
Probably. I mean, there's no way to say that without sounding like a cocky bastard. I was really, really good
Well-
at academics. That was about it.
I was just about to say, like, don't worry about sounding like cocky or anything, but like, if you absolutely have to say what you're high
Like,
in, what would
I did really.
I would say
Cocky?
charisma. I would say charisma.
I'm full
I'd-
of cock. I'm so cocky. 24
Yeah,
charisma.
yeah.
Out the fucking bat, bro. Get on my level.
Tao, what are you good
Yes.
at? This is a positive zone now. We're just
Yes,
gassing
yes,
ourselves
let's-
up.
Let's find out.
Can I phone a friend?
You're not on Who Wants to Be a
We got no
Millionaire.
friends.
Can I get 50-50?
You're good being
Nothing.
social.
Ask
All
the
right, well,
audience.
then,
Okay,
Lori,
I'm
what
asking
are
the
you good
audience.
at?
Charisma.
You either die
Charisma?
friend
Yeah.
or live long
I'm
enough
funny.
to become an
I
academic.
like to think I'm funny.
I'd agree with that.
I'm charismatic.
Yes. You're smart. Very
You
smart.
I
make
am
the
smart.
best dick jokes I know.
Best dick jokes. I'm pretty good at video games.
You're very good at fucking Resident Evil. Like shit, I'm watching you do that. Is it the endless mode? I was like, holy fuck.
Oh, the mercenaries mode. Yeah.
Yeah.
My chat thinks it's really funny.
Thank you,
'cause I'm
Dylan,
just
for the
like,
super
damn,
chat,
so
by the way.
bad, I fucked up. I got an S+ on the screen.
I did almost become an academic. It was bad.
Beans, what am I good at? Phone a friend.
So what did you go with, Pen?
Academics. I got a full like scholarship to my uni and stuff. I was like top 1%.
Holy
I was-
shit. Okay.
Because the way scores work in Australia is when you graduate, you get like a score that places you in a percentile of your everyone who graduated that year. So I was in like the top 1% of graduates in my year. So I was good at academics, and then I became a
And you-
VTuber and
and
used
then you
absolutely
became
none of
it
it.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I got
I
a
have no
scholarship
idea.
to uni, and then I graduated like near top of my year in uni, and then I went on to do my masters, and then I was like, this is fucking boring. I want to be an anime boy, and now here I am.
And now you're the moon.
It's kind of cute though.
So I could.
All right,
I
so
mean, it's
I
not- it's
literally,
not
I
bad.
literally
You're not,
quit.
like, in
Well, no, I
sort of
literally
debt or
quit like my
anything.
fucking. I was doing a lung cancer research project, and I was like, you know what? No,
You could have gone on
my
to do
talents,
so
my
such
talents,
great things.
my talents are better served here.
This is why Miyazaki said anime was a mistake, because instead of curing cancer, you're on a podcast with me.
Hey, I'd make that choice any day of the week. Fucking let's go.
Aww.
Aw,
Wait.
wait, hang on, that's
Wait.
kind of horrible.
Yeah, the immediate pivot from
Um,
that's wholesome to wait, no, that's
hold on.
horrific. What the fuck?
That's really nice to Lorian and really horrible to literally like
Everyone else.
whatever
Everyone
percentage
else.
of the population has lung cancer.
No, but he'll be mean in the next 20 seconds.
Yeah,
Don't worry.
I'll
He
get it
evens
back.
things out.
Well, no,
Yeah.
I mean,
No,
I was.
really-
it's another thing.
I'm
another
really
thing real
glad-
quick that I rolled high in, but I no longer have because apparently, some other
I know
shit
what's
happened.
coming.
Is the what's it called? When you're super athletic.
Dex.
What is
Dexterity.
Okay, yeah. So I had that really high, but now it's gone.
You have it high,
That's
but
okay.
you just debuffed. You're debuffed so
Debuffed?
hard. that
Okay, so is that what
like-
it's called? Yeah, that's what I was looking for.
I mean,
sort of
unlike Dungeons and or Dragons or a lot of other TRPGs, right? Like these stats are very malleable in the real world. Like you can learn to be charismatic, you can learn to be more intelligent, you can learn to be more wise, you can
Ain't-
physically get more stronger. Yep, more stronger.
Ain't
Yeah.
nobody got
Harder,
able to
better,
teach
more
me
stronger.
Riz. I have a permanent 1 in Riz.
Yeah.
Okay, new show idea. I teach you how to Riz. Boom! A billion likes, billion comments. Let's do it. I
Infinite
teach
viewership.
Penumbral to get Riz.
Get Riz. That's I don't know.
That's
Man.
the name of it. Get Riz.
Get Riz.
Get Riz.
Honestly,
Got
that could
Riz?
just be
Question
that
mark?
could be a really good series for just different VTubers, and God knows some of them could use it.
How to be a functioning Rizzard.
Rizzard.
Yeah.
You need the Rizzard hat.
The Rizzard hat.
I put on my robes in Rizzard
You
hat.
could that could be one of your lessons. It's like Dumbo. If you've got the Rizzard hat, you have Riz, but then you're like, oh, the Riz was inside you all along.
This is why we don't have Riz.
Yeah.
Tal.
No lube,
Shame.
nothing.
Now.
Look, Bellum said that I've got charisma of a different kind, which I really think is a really backhanded way of saying.
Sounds like an insult.
You've got that
Yeah,
cat
it really
charisma.
What kind of? What kind? What do
That's
you
like
mean, what
you're
kind?
cute in like a brotherly sort of way.
Yeah, that really is.
Oh,
Oh,
that's unfortunate, Tal.
I like you as a friend. Oh
Okay,
my
all right.
God.
Well, okay, Tao, you know this. Like, I'm not.
Mm.
I'm smart in different places. Like, so would that be like wise? Because I have lots of experience. As smart
Yeah,
in different
you're-
places, in
Should be
different
wisdom.
areas, not places.
You're world smart,
Or
I'm
perception
life
in
smart,
Fallout.
life smart.
I got the
Yes.
high intelligence, zero wisdom. That was my role. I can do maths for you, but I can't tell you what a woman is.
What's 5 plus 5?
5 plus 5 is definitely a number. It's 10. Wow,
Shit, that was quick. Yeah, he got it.
man, it only took
Oh
me
my
5
Pen,
seconds.
have you seen the clips of what's the fucking new VTuber called in vshojo? Fuck.
Kin and Kuro.
I want to say that other name, but I should.
Kuro.
Like Kuro. Have you seen the clips of him doing tests?
No.
Holy shit.
Oh wait, no, yeah, I
Kuro
did.
levels.
I
It's
saw his
Kuro.
I saw this thing where he was like, oh, it was like if you get less than like 8 or something, you're an idiot. And it was like the first one was like, what is the capital of Australia? And he's like, fucking easy, Sydney, and he immediately got it wrong. It was funny.
I don't know the capital of Australia.
It's Canberra.
I thought it was Melbourne, but
No.
I don't fucking know that. I can't even front.
I thought it was
Canberra.
Outback
don't-
Steakhouse. So
It basically is for every
American
actual Australian.
geography in a nutshell.
yeah.
Oh my God.
Australia, is that like the world's Florida?
yeah, very much.
Australia doesn't exist. I did not see him do the autism test. I'm sure he passed with flying colours.
Wait, what? Who?
Kuro.
Oh right. Passed.
Yeah, you
Oh,
gotta
no.
get that A plus.
Gee, why are there fireworks going? Is it bonfire? No, it's not. It's not for another month.
It's gotta be late for you guys.
Yeah,
It's
yeah, I'm
not-
fucking.
what
I
time
can
is
feel
it?
my eyes going.
We ready?
Oh, I slept all day.
Yeah, well, I was sleepy before we started the podcast. To be fair, my energy levels got brought right up after our starting topics. So that was
Okay.
fun. But I
You're
am
welcome.
sleepy.
Mm-hmm.
Easy EP. He's
You
gonna
guys-
be
We have the
today.
tendency to raise people.
Oh my God,
Raise.
okay,
Right,
let's-
Lori?
I don't know, it's up to
raise
you.
you up!
If you guys wanna call it, we can. It's up to you guys.
To a full mass.
I don't technically have anything to do, so I might just fall asleep on stream and you guys can keep talking shit. But
Oh really?
Aw,
Oh, that'd
Change
be
your background
cute.
stream to like PJ boy.
actually, that
That'd
might be a
be cool.
terrible
Sleeping.
idea. You guys would probably
Yeah,
get my
that could be
channel.
a
They'd
terrible-
probably get my
What do
channel
you
deleted.
Love to see you in Moon
You could
PJs,
trust me.
please.
Moon
Somebody make him
PJs.
some
A moon onesie.
PJs.
Yeah, that would be adorable.
I have.
They're
Well, I actually
fun.
have NASA pajamas because I'm a fucking nerd.
Oh my.
They're like these
That's
big-
so
God.
cute.
They're like these big
You gotta
fluffy
show
things
us
with
this
like
stuff.
stars and moons on them because I'm a fucking okay. Let's
I like how he whispers it.
It go-
Oh my God.
you got a big fluffy.
You can
Go
be
my
adorable.
Nash, I'll put
As
you
much as a
on
dick as you
mine.
are, you can be adorable.
But I
I
want-
bet you look really cute in those Nash. I'll put
This
you
is why I got
I
beat up in
know.
high school.
Yeah.
They were not scared of my NASA pajamas. My mom says I look cool. Okay.
My mom says I'm out of this world.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Hell.
You're up.
Oh god.
I think I need to eat.
Yeah, yeah. We can call it. That was really fun though. It was a fun time.
It was. I love topics
Yeah.
that we don't have topics on.
Yes.
Should,
Yeah.
I mean, we can
Okay.
always.
First,
We don't
our
have to
first
wait
returning
for like for a podcast as well. If you guys want to like collab with other stuff, I don't know what games you guys play or whatever. But I'm
Dab,
down.
dab, 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 dab. Oh, I'm doing an event. I'm
Yes.
doing.
I thought you were just gonna
yeah.
stop there.
I have an
my,
announcement.
my brain.
Resident Evil.
Resident Evil. Okay, you know about it. Yeah, I'm doing a Resident Evil relay run.
Oh,
So I could post it in the chat. It's basically like a whole bunch of content creators, and we're all going to be playing through the entire Resident Evil series, well, from 2 to Village, and each person's going to play for an hour, and they're going to play and try to speed run as much as they can. We're going to see if we can get through all 7 of the Resident Evil games in 24 hours.
Oh, fun.
I feel like I miss out on so much when it comes to video games. I
You should get into them.
never learned. I would love to, but I don't have
That's okay.
the
There's no-
simplest, muscle memory. Like, I have nothing. I can't.
Yeah, there's no obligation. Whatever you guys want.
Frustrating.
I have the trailer on my Twitter. I shared it in the general. Can I post the link in the chat?
Yeah, go for it.
I can
I
sit
think
there
I
and
might
read
have to
the
make
chat.
you a mod to give you perms, but it should be fine.
Did it work?
her a perm?
Hi, no, I think I need to give you type in chat and then I
Come on,
can
make me a mod.
type a message in chat, whatever first comes to mind.
What the fuck? Bean's saying we've got
Oh, Alan.
determination.
Okay, yeah,
to
that's
be
it.
VTubers.
Add as moderator. Standard moderator.
What? Okay, Bellum.
You should have perms now. Yo, yeah, Bellum, thank you for the super chat, man.
Don't say thank you.
A lot of respect for you guys strive at your craft. Hope you all are in for years to come, bro. If I'm still doing this in years, you're gonna find me with a note somewhere. But I mean, I do like it.
They're gonna find you with a note in your pajama, in your
In my
fucking
massive pajamas, I'm gonna send myself into space.
holding a new.
I don't know.
body
It's
pillow.
fun. I like it.
I want to go to space.
Let's go. We'll get a rocket. I'll call up Elon.
That's a
I
dream.
I
not
don't
him.
want to. Yeah,
I
was
want to
gonna
make
say,
it to space and make it back.
I don't want halfway for the rocket to change names 3 times.
Changes into X rocket. It just
Yeah.
blows
Next
up.
rocket.
It's no longer a rocket.
They're like, yeah, we'll send you to space, but you legally have to change your name to X.
Oh, fuck.
And you have to pay $10 a month.
yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Jokes aside,
Oh, there we go.
I
There's a
admire
TTS.
If you
all
want
of
the
you for
in-flight
having the
meal, you're gonna have
determination
to
be
fucking
Only
pay
took
extra.
like 3
I
seconds.
have a lot of respect that you guys strive at your craft.
Hmm.
I hope you all are around
Aw.
for years
That's
to
nice.
come.
Commental. He's trying to be all nice.
Oh, so yeah,
I'm
Wait,
gonna
what?
do my goddamn best.
I can like things now.
Yeah, Bone's allowed to be nice to you guys. Just
Oh, so yeah,
don't-
if you guys want to like shout anything out that you're doing or like I'll chat anything that's going on, because if not, we can just wrap up. That's
Sure.
it.
Not right now. I just work on my Patreon. My YouTube
Yeah.
is on hold.
Links.
Pretty soon, though, I'm about to release a whole bunch of YouTube like reactions, but they're all chopped
Ooh.
up and they're bullshit. It like does it no justice. I just had to cut it up because copyright, but
Yeah.
that'll be coming up soon. Like a bunch of reactions that are missing on that. But yeah, Patreon.
Well,
like,
Yeah. All their links are in the description as well, so you guys should go check them out. I think that's. Are we done? Oh, we should.
Yeah, I don't do.
Do you
shit,
want to raid or do we want to just end it? What do you think? Who's,
Is there anyone available to raid?
who's
Wait,
live?
who's around? Who's around?
Ellie's
see.
live. That's about it. No, Kelly is
plug the-
Kelly is playing Resident Evil.
Can we raid
that's
Callie? Can we raid Callie after the horse?
We're not raiding Callie. You fucking. I'll raid into Kelly. It's fine. You guys
Are
want
we legally allowed to? Oh shit. Okay.
What do you mean legally? Oh, Callie? I'm not raiding into Callie. I'll raid into Killia. Killia is playing Resident Evil, considering we were talking about Resident Evil.
Yeah.
Nice.
Killia's cool. You guys don't have to
What?
come, just in case. 'Cause
Can I plug the event real quick? The
yeah,
other thing?
go
Yeah,
for it. I'm setting up the
So
range. So.
yeah, I'm hosting a Resident Evil event on my channel over on Twitch. It's a Resident Evil relay run. Like I said, we're running through all 7. We're gonna try to run through all 7 Resident Evil games in the span of 24 hours. I will be awake for streaming for 24 hours. We have a fuck ton of VTubers coming in that are gonna pop in to chat. It's more of a cool vibe. Like if we don't get through all the games and if we fuck up, like it makes it funnier. Like we're just hanging out. There's like so it's more of like that than like actually like trying hard on the speed run. So yeah, it's gonna be really a fun event on October 28th from 2 p.m. EST to 2 p.m. EST the next day, and it's gonna be a great little Halloween event, and it's gonna be really cool.
yeah, and look out for me like forcing Lorian to react with me somehow, somewhere
Oh,
Hell
God.
in
yeah!
the world.
Also, for all of you that would love to listen to the podcast on the go, you can check us out on Spotify. I need to catch
Oh
up with
god,
the upload.
we're on
but
Spotify?
We're
My
on
God.
Spotify, Deezer, and Amazon Music.
Listen to my SoundCloud, guys. I'm dropping a new mixtape. This is me. I've never made music in my
You
life.
have to ruin it.
I'm just
You have to
here.
ruin it, don't you?
Come,
Yes.
sex, come, sex, sex.
What a
And that's
beat!
how we
Come,
end it,
sex,
guys.
come.
Yeah,
What an
we just-
ending to the
Thanks for
stream. Here we
joining
go.
us.
Just
Right.
sure
I'm going to the
we
end of
love
stream,
you.
rooting into Kalia.
Mwah.
See you guys later.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye, guys.
Woo!
Have a good one.
That was a